Behind the Ramble is proudly sponsored by GLASBY Pallets. They're offering a one-stop solution for all of your pallet needs. Get in touch on 01709 585 646 to discuss your pallet requirements. Thank you to Sonny and the team at GLASBY Pallets for all their support of Behind the Ramble.
Coops here. Subscribe to BTR Ramble. Keep following, and all the best.
The Puhauser.
What else do you have to say? What is happening, Blades? And welcome back to Behind the Ramble. I'm, of course, Jimmy, and today we are here watching the Nations League semi-final. It's just a little bit of different content on the channel, really. I know the score looks a little bit odd in terms of where it is at the moment, but that's because I'm not on my own tonight. I'm going to be joined by a guest commentator, first time as a co-commentator. It's Jamie Dumpling. How's it going, pal?
Good evening.
Good evening, mate. And look at that, how the scoreboard just shifts over neatly now in the corner. I know what I'm doing with TechMe. I know what I'm doing. How are you, pal? Are you looking forward to this with your England shirt on, ready for the Germany game? Love that little touch.
I mean, I don't think many people, if this was like March, would be watching this, but there's no football on minute. So, got to keep yourselves entertained somehow. And I think Germany, Spain, two great nations, and probably either one would have won the Euros, and Spain went on to win it. So,
yeah,
it's going to be a good game, I think. Sorry, it's Portugal. This.
Yes, I was going to say Germany. You can think about Germany, Spain. That might be the third, fourth playoff. That might be the final. But tonight we're watching Germany, Portugal, pal.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I'm just about to watch it live. I was just saying it is a pay-per-view, this. So if you're not watching the game, then you can certainly hear about the game, because I've paid £2.50 for this. How much have you paid, Jamie?
About a tenner.
Oh, dearie me.
In my defence, usually on most streaming platforms like Sky and all that, you need the normal subscription and then have to pay for pay-per-view. No, Amazon, just have it for normal things. So, yeah, 10 quid down the pipe. So, hopefully, my bet comes in tonight.
Right. Have you got a bet on? What's your bet?
So, I've not been able to use Match Bingo because of the technical difficulties, although we're on it. As I say, you've helped me, so thank you very much. However, I've put on 30p. I know, big spender. And it is
30p?
Yeah, I know. Oof. So, it is over 1.5 goals. Germany to have 4 or more shots on target. There to be over 2.5 cards. There to be over 3.5 corners.
Yeah.
And to Stegen to make 2 more saves. And that's to get a quid back. So not
to get a quid back. It's not huge stakes, is it? I was wondering what you were going to come out with there in terms of the odds itself. But yeah, not huge stakes. But listen, mate, it gives you a little bit of interest, doesn't it? Because I'm about to purchase. I'm going to show everybody how easy it is. You log on to your Match Bingo app. You scroll down for the games, which is the UEFA Nations League, and it gives you the option there to purchase your cards. They're £2 each, or buy 4 cards for £1. I'm going to buy myself a card for this evening. Just the one card, because we've got a few games coming up on the channel. So I want to make sure if I don't win, that I've still got a chance to carry on playing. So I'm going to confirm my purchase. And if you're playing Match Bingo with us tonight, the link's in the description, or you can scan the QR code next to my good friend, Jamie Dumpling. Correct. Good work, pal. So at the minute, it's weird. This is my first time watching the footy on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. I'd have expected there to be a little bit of, because I've seen it before when they've done Premier League on Amazon Prime and stuff. Yeah. But they're always doing build-up on there and stuff like that, because it's like a show that they sell. This one, there's no build-up, there's no commentary, no nothing. They're just showing the players warming up on the pitch with no sound, really. Obviously, just the sound in the arena a little bit weird. Have you seen that before, or am I way off with?
Usually that's if it's like 3 p.m. games and you're watching it abroad, and it's like one at random channels where they've not got any pundits in, and it's like just getting the game on. They'll show like just anything in the build-up.
Okay.
I think that's the closest thing you've got to. But I can give a bit of information about some of the teams.
Yes, mate, go for it. I have it to be full disclosure. We have just been live on Behind the Ramble, but as a closed stream just to Ramblers. So that will be released on the channel either tomorrow or Friday. And so usually I would get up the graphics of the teams on the screens, but we've been live, so I hadn't had a chance to do that. So Jamie, it'd be great, mate, if you could take us through both teams. And do we get our first glimpse of Florian? Is it Florian Wirtz?
We do. Florian Wirtz, I think it's pronounced.
So go on then. What do you know the formations as well? Or are you just going to read us the teams?
So I've got up on FotMob who will do their like predictions, and I think they've got the right formation, just like 1 or 2 players swap round wrong. So I will admit, like, try and get it right-ish, because there's a couple of players out of position here. So Mark Stegen or Mark Andres Stegen, they've gone for a 3-4-3 formation. It looks so the centre halves are Waldemar Anton. Apologies if I mispronounce some of these names. These are German players, bear in mind. You've got Jonathan Tah, who's looked to be going to Bayern Munich in the summer. Leverkusen. You've got Robin Koch.
Well done.
They're the centre halves. Left back, you've got Maximilian Mittelstadt. And on right wing back, I think it is, you got Joshua Kimmich. And the centre mids are Pavlovic and Goretzka. Nice. And then this front three, I think they may interchange a bit, kind of thing. But you got Leroy Sané on the right. Yeah. Wirtz, I think, on the left. And then Nick Woltemade, very good and upcoming player. He's about 6'7", but they call him the German Messi up front.
Who's he play for them?
He plays for Stuttgart, but I think he's on the move. He was the Grassi replacement who went to Dortmund. Who's we know about Garassi, don't we? Yeah, tore us apart, and we didn't want to pay 20 million for him or Gyökeres. Why would you? He wasn't ever going to be a player in, were he, Garassi? No. Rubbish. Yeah. Little did we know. So there you go. So that is the. Thank you for that, mate. That was the Germany lineup. Looks like a 3-4-3 formation for them then. Interesting. Maybe Wirtz drops into the 10 a little bit, maybe, and Sané. But like you say, it could interchange, couldn't it? It could interchange that. So it could be a 4-back, because Kimmich can play in a midfield 3 potentially. So it's like 4-3-2-1 even, something like that. Christmas tree. So do you know at this stage what I have to say already, Jamie? Are you watching Jord Motson? Because this is serious competition for your place here. I don't know whether he's squirming away at home. This is his. He can have this. What? Are you not comfortable? Oh no! It's just this is his segment. I prefer actually going to the matches. I know you do, mate. So no, it's good, because this is partly a chance for some of our Platinum Ramblers to try something different, really. And this is your first watch along, isn't it, mate? So I'm looking forward to watching the game. You clearly know more about the teams already than I do. So how do the Portuguese line up tonight? So it looks like a strong lineup, I've got to say. It looks like similar kind of formation and build-up play to what they've played in the past, especially with the Euros. So they've gone for what looks to be a 4-2-3-1, quite convincingly as well. Although it could easily, it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. I think they've not got. So I'll start off with the defence. So left back, Nuno Mendes, who's just won the Champions League for Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah. Right back, you have João Neves, who's usually in midfield at like centre mid, but he's playing right back today. So sort of like Hamza Chowdhury type, just a bit better. I was going to say, yeah. Fair news. The centre halves, you got Man City's Ruben Diaz, who don't really need explaining. And then, if I can pronounce this right, someone I've never actually heard of before, but plays for Sporting, Goncalo Inácio. He's 23. He's worth about 40 million quarter transfer market. So he's probably pretty good. Is it Inacio? Inácio is somewhere like that. Okay. I've got to say as well, goalkeeper is Diogo Costa, who is mint and were mint during the Euros, making 3 penalty saves in a row, and ended up meaning Portugal won 3-0 on penalties, which is pretty much unheard of. So, knowledge, that, Jamie. Good work. Mint.
Good
The
work.
midfield 2, it looks like it's going to be Ruben Neves, ex-Wolves, and now Al Hilal, I believe, he now plays for.
Right.
Very good player and very experienced. And next to him is Bernardo Silva of Manchester City as well. Not
Yes.
usually a defensive type of player, but he could like have a free role potentially. The attacking midfield kind of 3, like with the left wing, right wing kind of thing. You've got in the middle Bruno Fernandes. Everyone knows who he is. Left wing Pedro Neto of Chelsea.
Yeah.
Who are also at Wolves. He's very good, but he's very injury prone. So if you see him go down tonight, don't be surprised. Right wing, you got Trincao. I've heard him even before. He's a very good player as well.
At Sporting. Is it Sporting in him? Yeah.
And then up front, the man himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. Getting on a bit. I think he's older than Stephen Bunting. Yeah, looks half his age. But yeah,
fair enough.
Stephen Bunting. Do you want me to go through the benches?
If we know any, go for it. Just quickly, mate, and sort of highlighting anybody that we might know.
Yeah. So you've got Nubel and Baum. This is Germany, by the way. Baumann, Nubel as the goalkeepers. The defenders are Raum, Kerrer, Nemeka, Gross, who were at Brighton, I believe. Andrik, Gozens, Bischoff, and the attackers are Umdav, Adeyemi at Dortmund, very good. Fulkrug, West Ham, very good. And Gnabry, who's at Bayern Munich, very good. Schlotterbeck, I think, were meant to be in this team, but he's picked up a meniscus injury. So sounds like he's missing out.
Yes.
The Portuguese, the bench is Jose Sarr of Wolverhampton Wanderers as well. They're like the Wolves players, these, clearly. You've also got Rui Silva. You've got another Silva, Antonio Silva. You've got Dalot of Man United, Viega, João Felix, who's at about 40 different clubs a minute. Paulinho, who are at Fulham, now Bayern Munich. Semedo, who's also at Wolves, another one.
Yeah.
Moura, Rodrigo Moura. Vitinha, who's just also won the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain. Chico Concheco.
I'm all right with that, mate. It's better than I could have done.
That's a fake name if I've ever heard one. Diogo Jota of Liverpool. Goncalo Ramos of Paris Saint-Germain as well, although not one of their better players. Goncalves, Pedro Goncalves, and Rafael Leao, surprisingly on the bench of AC Milan, who's a very good player. But in the last, I believe, since 2006, I don't know how far back this goes, Germany have won all 4 games. So
against Portugal.
Yeah, so it's looking like a Germany could easily roll these over. However, some of these games,
Germany beat Italy to get in the quarterfinals because these are this for those that aren't aware, this is the Nations League semi-final. Germany beat Italy to get here, which is a huge ask. And Portugal beat Denmark, who are a good side, but not of the same level, obviously, as Italy. So it's right, I think, that Germany are seen as the favourites in this game. Portugal have so usually been the nearly men, haven't they, in a lot of these competitions? So yeah. I know they won the Euros in a few years ago, but it's been sometimes they're not seen as one of the elite teams, and Germany tend to be. So I'm looking forward to this, actually, mate. I wasn't sure on how I'm going to feel. And this is experimental, not just for you guys coming on and sort of doing your first few watch-alongs, but also for me in terms of how interested I'm going to be in the games and stuff like that, because I'm not overly familiar with some of the stuff. But it's like getting your kick back for football that I haven't had for the last couple of weeks. And it's nice to not overly be invested in a team that I'm watching as well, rather than have the pressure of a playoff final or a playoff semi-final. So I'm looking forward to this, I have to say. So all good in the hood. I'm going to have a little look. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the screen because I've got a timer it's the only bit of pressure that I've got this stream really is to get the timer right. But I'm determined to get it right. But I'm going to read you some of my match bingo card needs. So I need a corner to be awarded for Germany. What my first line is: a corner to Germany, a goal kick to be taken by Germany. Both could happen quite easily. A red card to be shown to either team. That's not likely. Don't like that. free kick taken by Portugal, and a third substitution made, which will happen, but obviously later in the game. So I need a red card, really, to get that line anywhere close. The second line I've got is a free kick taken by Germany, an attempt saved by Germany, a goal in any minute ending in 0. Again, difficult. Goal kick to be taken by Portugal, and a right-footed goal awarded to Portugal. So I need Portugal to score in the 10th, 20th, 30th, that sort of time frame. And the last line, I've been done here with this card. Leon, I want to recount. 5th substitution by Germany, which is obviously not going to come in until late on.
Yeah, very
attempt
late.
off target, a yellow card shown in a minute ending in 1, an attempt saved by Portugal, and kicking off a half. So that's either going to come in straight away or not come in till half time. So tricky. I'm going to need something like a red card now, Anna, to give us half a chance of those coming in. So we shall see how that goes throughout. Teams are just about coming out. Go on, mate.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
It looks like Florian Wirtz is also Germany's captain as well. So
is it?
The man we'll keep an eye on will be leading them out tonight.
Is it 120 million they've rejected from Liverpool?
I think they're asking for 150 million. So
crazy, isn't it?
It's not even like Neymar where we're going for 200 million. You could sort of understand that because he was in the prime. But this is still, he's a very good player, but he's still up and coming. And this is a high risk move considering he's come under a very good manager in
Xabi Alonso.
Thank you.
It's all right, mate. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
But this is, but they've spent money before, but not to this level, Liverpool. So it could end up like a Ryan Brewster type situation where they just completely flop until
very true. Very true.
It could end up like Mohamed Salah, where they're incredible. So it's very interesting to see how this summer is going to evolve, especially for the top teams in the Premiership.
Absolutely spot on, Jamie. This is the standard to everybody that's coming on, by the way. Braxton, who's a new member, thank you for joining, Braxton. Very much appreciated, pal. Hope you're doing very well. Maury says, Maury's vision from the cop. Oh, is that the new title? Maury, is that the new, not Maury the cop blade, is it Maury's vision from the cop? Come on, Portugal, got my Portugal keeper shirt on. Up the Ramble, up the Jamie Dumpling, up the positive Mel Drew, up the Ramble on the Road crew. I think that probably is. Up the rest of the Ramble crew. Oh, rest of the Ramble crew. Okay, we'll go with that. Few too many letters in that for me, to be honest. Nick Cook says, evening, everyone. What channel is the match on? It's on Amazon Prime. And if you're a legal like me, you'll be paying $2.50 for it. If you're desperate to give Amazon money, you'll be like Jamie and pay him a tenner to get the stream. So that is dedication if I've ever seen it. Danny All basically shutting down all rumours, saying we're just being dramatic about McBurney. Just seems to be coincidental that he's in Sheffield and with the thousands of tweets. I'm sure, Luke. I'm sure it's a big coincidence. Germany to win 3-1, says Andy, tonight. There were 10. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
It's fitting with the area of England shirt I've got on as well.
It's not free on Amazon Prime, Maury.
No, it's not.
It's not free. I can tell you that, but Jamie can definitely tell you that. It's not free. It's supposed to be an 8 o'clock kickoff, but they're just lining up from what I can see. Are they going to do national anthems or?
Yeah.
Not entirely sure. Evening again, Jimmy, and hello, Jamie. Hit the like button, please. Thank you, David. Appreciate that, pal. Dublin Blade says, Jim, I'm having issues getting notifications. I had to resubscribe when over in the USA. Could that have given me a problem watching the game for Note on RTE, which is Irish TV? Having to resubscribe when I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. Happy Ollie McBurney Day, says Scott. What are we saying, Jamie?
No, that's just YouTube being YouTube.
Yeah, probably. Not 50p like the advert said. It's 30p. I'm not sure. I've lost that. I don't know what that is, Maury, to be fair. Scott's swearing's banned on this stream. That's Happy McBurney Day. Jordan says, lads, what do you think of United posting about Ollie Mack? It's his birthday. It's his birthday, Jordan. There's nothing more to it. It's just his birthday. He's our striker. He's our number 9. Well, he's not going to be number 9, is he? But he's our
24 or something.
Yeah, our number 19 or something, just so we can keep Ston going. Francis, evening, Jimmy. What channel is the game on? Amazon Prime, pal. Amazon Prime. Babyface Brett says, come on, Jamie. Show us how it's done, mate. Jimmy has your back. Not sure if that helps. I'm sure it doesn't. If he's to fall on his face, I will try and pick him back up again, but there's no guarantees. James says, don't mind the McBurney signing, even though I never rated him. Think between him and Mort, we have 90 minutes covered for the hold-up header type of forward. I think that's fair. Jamie, them German names are easy for you to say. They're easy for all of us to say, aren't they? Dublin Blade.
Aye.
One of them. I'm a Blade living in Portugal, says Ana Carla Borrajalo Gouveia. That will you're very much welcome. And come on, Cristiano, for you guys tonight. James says, I emailed you a better Jord Motson intro song a few weeks ago, Jimbo. Honestly, mate, I think I saw it, but I'm not sure I read it. So thank you for that. So I will read it. I am massively behind on stuff like that. So
I've not read it, but it's probably not better.
Well, people either like it or they don't. I think it's a grower, if I'm honest. I think it's a grower. I don't mind. Do you like it then, Jamie? Do you think it's a good one?
Oh, I do. It's great. By the way, I got it wrong. It's Kimmich that walked Germany out as captain. So I apologise.
Okay, no, don't apologise, mate. All Portuguese, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Ronaldo is my favourite player, says Maury. I was just going to say, it's a bit of a pleasure, really, to see what it will be one of his last games, really. Like, certainly one of his last international games.
He's doing the World Cup, man. He's going to do that. He'll get called up for the World Cup.
No way.
Their manager is too scared to not call him up. Let's not kid ourselves.
No way. That's like us going back to Billy Sharp in the next 5 years and bringing him back again. Well done, Jamie, says Peak. There you go. It's pronounced Inacio. Yeah, Inacio. So, see, I can't even pronounce it when you explain it verbatim. So, thank you, Sheffield United FC. Maury says, Jorge Costa and Ruben Neves. Oh, you're going to be good, aren't you, Maury, when we do things? When we do our watch along. Jimmy, thoughts on Brum signing Beadle? Thought City was going to have a good season. However, I think my view has changed. If that's what they think they need in this division, they will get a quick wake-up call. Ronaldo, I assume you mean Ronaldo is the GOAT, the best player in the world. James says, can you imagine if the club gave McBurney a different number? He's our striker, he's our number 10. Shadow boxing with him. And yeah, we'd have to change the song, won't we? It'll probably end in 9, won't it? Let's be right. Scott says, and how the mighty...
unless Moore's willing to give it up, which he won't, then it's not going to happen.
No.
Oh, it looks like what Amazon are giving apologies is worked up front in that Walter Marde at left wing. So I think he played left wing before, so it's a possibility. Also had Jordan Moxton message me saying kickoff has been delayed due to bad weather. So that's why we're a bit behind. But to be fair, you meant to go live at 1:30, so it's worked out in the end.
I did not mean to go live at... Well, it was originally scheduled for 1:30, and then I realised kickoff wasn't until 8, and coverage didn't actually start on TV till 7:45. So that's why I pushed it back to 7:45. Scott says, how the might have fallen. Danny Roll, the best thing since sliced bread going to have an amazing career, is now favourite to take over at Middlesbrough. Love that. You love to see it. Jimmy, do you have a 30-second delay on Jamie's commentaries to bleep out the swearing? Only joking. There's no swearing.
Nothing on this game. There's no reason for me to.
And not even that. When you're on stream, you are very good with that, I have to say. Ramble on the road, you're an absolute nightmare at times. But
ignoring the one-off where we're a bit off on one.
Yeah. You've had the occasional slip, but very rare. Very rare. So you do very well with that. Evening, lads. Would you take Shea Charles if Finney goes? Just to rub more salt into the wounds. On a serious note, though, feel sorry for the everyday people affected by not being paid. Up the blades, up the ramble, says Ben. I certainly do feel sorry for them not being paid by Chansiri. And in terms of Shea Charles, I would take him. I think he's a good player. I think there's a chance we get him if he's available. But you've got to think Southampton will want him in and around their squad at championship level. Surely. I've
been told by a Wednesday who is quite close to some of the sources that what Chansiri, all hell, has done is so that because I think it's UK law where if you're not paid what is owed on your contract, you can terminate your contract.
Yes. Makes your contract void, doesn't it?
Yeah. So what I've heard he's done is paid the players first because he knows then they can't leave. I'm not saying this is true. It's all speculation, but that will make sense as to why some of the players are still there. And if he has done, it's smart, but it's horrific. So I think that just summarises the man. But 10 more years, thank you very much. I'll have him.
Yeah. 10 more years. 10 more years. Cooler King says, evening, lads. I've tried till I'm blue in the face. I just can't add funds to the match bingo to buy any cards. Any suggestions? Jamie Dumpling's having the same problem with it.
By the way.
You what?
We've kicked off. So.
No, we haven't. Not on my TV, we haven't.
Oh, dear.
Are you in front of me?
I think so. I'm at 14, 15, 16, 17 at the
We're
minute.
just about to kick off on mine.
Ooh,
So you might have to pause it, pal.
Well, you let me know and I'll pause it because I think you can actually scroll through on pausing this, so it's all right.
Okay, right.
I paused it at 32, so
I will let you know because I just have to take this kickoff off the screen. So I'm on the actual screen. I'm on 22, 23, 24. So when you get to 32, you're going to unpause it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, nearly through then already, Portugal. And unpause.
There we are. I think we're
nice. We're up and running. Nice one. Nice one. Good work. So, Cooler King, I will update them with that information because if you're going to join us for a few of these watch-alongs, pal, and you want to play along, I want you to be able to do that. So I will certainly message him. We've been doing the same, trying to get Jamie up and running with that as well. Dublin Blade says, Morris had to change his name as Jamie wanted to kick him off the cop because of his age and hairstyle.
He's about double my age.
Double your age, Maury.
Well, actually, no, that's actually I didn't realise how bad that sounds.
Called him out there. So Maury is early 40s, essentially, is what you're saying. I know double your age is 36, but you might as well have said he's like approaching 50.
No, don't put words in my mouth. And I overestimated how much it is because I'm not great with
Maury. That is. I thought you were pals, you two. I thought you got on well.
Sorry.
Well, Maury says Maury McBurney will have a box off. Do we actually know if we sign McBurney? Anyone in the K in the K ITK in the know got any ideas? Liam says we have.
We don't even know what our own kit is next season, so the chances are he's not even going to be in it. Portugal cross cleared for a Germany corner. Pavlova's just cleared it for a corner to Portugal. Corner.
Watching as a neutral tonight, really like Portugal, but my mum's a German teacher and we've been over loads. Just hope it's an entertaining game. There you go. Split loyalties from Tom. Jamie swearing? Never, says David. Absolutely right. Dublin Blade says, had to do a secret alias. Oh, did you? So Maury's had to do a secret alias to do it. 20 seconds delay. Okay. I've just kicked off, says Maury. Piggy's selling one of their top stars as well to Man City for $1.5 million. Corner comes in. It's headed clear by Germany. Headed back in by Portugal, but it's out for a goal kick. Piggy's selling one of their top stars as well to Man City for 1.5 million. Surely that pays for the staff. You'd hope so. 32. No, it's 31, says Maury. Not according to Jamie, not according to Jamie. I'm going to see if that goal kicker's got me kicked off on match bingo.
I need like 3 more corners, and then that's one of them won.
Oh, are you on match? Oh, you're on the thingy, aren't you? You've got a bet on.
I'm on a unnamed brand. Is what we'll call it.
All right. Okay. Yes, that's good. I like that.
Germany are really building up here well. I think so. In fact, I'm putting my headphones in so I can actually hear who the players are because I'm on an iPad and it's a bit can't really see who's on the ball.
Okay, crossed in from Germany. It's back across the box into the middle. Oh, it's straight at the goal. That's a golden opportunity that to put Germany up already. 3.5 minutes in.
In his defence, he's a defensive midfielder trying to play like a striker. I don't even know why he's there, but
what number 8?
He's straight at keeper. You've got at least put it at an angle. So
yeah, he should have done loads better there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who's more likely to get in the England squad first in our team? Oh, guess it's between Peck, Arblaster, Harrison Burrows, or Cooper.
There's a less competition for goalkeeper at the minute. It's probably if Trafford gets injured, or Henderson gets injured, or Pickford gets injured, and Ramsdale's not called up.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's Cooper, but I think it depends on who go. Like if Arblaster gets a move and starts sort of working his way into a Crystal Palace or a West Ham side, and I'm not saying this is in the near future, but maybe in a year's time, then he might be able to get in with a sniff of getting in a squad. Oh, close, says Tom. It certainly was. Maury thinks it's going to be Cooper as well. Keepers have been busy early doors. So
Easy
German
save,
keepers
though,
just
that.
collected a cross from Bruno Fernandes.
Or Bruno Fernandes, as Maury thinks it's pronounced.
Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. And they're doing this Sheffield United thing of playing it along the back line and making everybody nervous of Germany. They're just a little bit better than us at it.
Yeah. They've, I mean, to be fair, it looks like they're more playing 4-1-4-1-esque. So, sod off the 3-4-3, whatever they were on about. They're doing their own thing. But they don't look bad, Germany, at all on the ball. They look really comfy, even with Portugal going for the high press. They're just passing it round. And then Portugal, especially with Ronaldo, get tired easily. And then it could be all Germany. Although they could do what we do with Callum, bring him on 60 minutes. Then all German defenders go, oh my God, him. Bring out.
My TV's just gone off.
Well, I'm still going, so I'll keep the commentary going. This long ball in it. He is about 7 foot. That striker there's Nick. I'll call him just because
Nick.
His last name. Well, his first name is Nick. So, hang on, counter attack here. Pedro Neto. They've given it away really easily. Germany squared it. Ronaldo. Oh, shocking! It's his weak foot, but Ronaldo he's absolutely scuffed it straight into Stegen.
What's going on here?
Went through the defender's legs really well, but it's an easy save for Stegen.
Nice.
Did really well though.
I have to say, mate, I'm very impressed. I am a very low bar for commentary, me personally. But obviously, I like what George does on the channel. Man Mountain had a really strong showing when he were doing a watch along as well. And you're up there, mate. You're up there. Good work, this. It's a high standard for your fellow Platinum Ramblers to reach, while I still try and get back on.
Foul given away by Portugal, just in middle of the pitch, so it's nothing. But it's worked, drifting into that midfield role, a bit like a Hamer kind of position. So I think we'll see a lot of him tonight.
Yeah, Wirtz wears Hamer pajamas. I think a few of us know that. He's a big fan of Gus Hamer. And why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
What comments have we got while I'm trying to get back online? Scott says, "Nah, Cooper too far down the pecking order." Oh, I'm in front of where we were now. Oh well, too far down the pecking order. It's Pickford, Dino, Rammers. You'll have Pope, Beadle, and a few others in there. Unfortunately, I can't see Cooper getting a call up unless he's in the Prem. That's what I mean. I think that's what we're assuming is if we're in whoever's in the Prem with them, they're more likely. I kind of don't want him to get called up for England whilst he's in Blades colours. He'll be snapped up in no time, says Maury. Probably Cooper after Judas Ramsdale hopefully gets another relegation on his CV. Or João Felix, I think that is, Maury. What's your favourite away ground in the Championship, Jamie? You are probably the best one to discuss this one.
Atmosphere-wise, Fratton Park were really good.
I haven't been to Fratton Park.
It were really... honestly, it were 0-0 and atmosphere were bouncing. They kept going all game. They gave them... It was like going to Bramwell Lane a couple of years ago when we were in his prime, like overlapping centre halves and everything. It were absolutely mint.
I always enjoy going to Ellen Road, really.
Portugal won the ball back in about 20 yards from edge of box, so they're trying to build up here. Germany being really sloppy at the back.
Oh. Free kick given. What minute are you on now, Jamie? Because I've changed a touch since
9 minutes 10.
Right, I'm on 18, 19, 20 if you want to spin forward a bit. I'll tell you when you're moving forward. I'll tell you what minutes we're on.
9:33. I'm on now.
Hang on a sec, mate. 9:33, 9:34, 9:35, 36.
I've just paused it 40. I'm on 45 now. So
Pause for 2 seconds and then we're good.
there we go. 51,
mate.
52, 53.
Yeah, you're a second in front.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine, mate. Okay. Just trying to get these teams up so that I can comfortably. Oh, no, that's not one.
I'll tell you what, Portugal do not seem to be that bothered about having a lot of the ball. They're just letting it be all Germany. They're playing on the press, try and nip it back. But
Yeah, they're countering out there. They're looking for a counter.
yeah. Not hanging about though. When they do get it, they're straight on it. It's a bit like our Sunderland played against us. So you never know. It could be one of them games where it's just simply possession, all stats, Germany, but the goals say otherwise.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And when we're comparing things like, Wirtz is playing like Hamer.
Another counter.
Here they go. To
Neto. Jeez. Galloping.
Rapid, isn't
Ooh. Over the bar.
Shot just over the bar from outside the area. But that shows the difference in level, doesn't it, to what we're used to seeing. That power, that pace that he showed there, breaking forward. Lovely little touch to set himself off and carried the ball really well. And it's well over in end, to be fair, but it's a lovely move from Portugal. But what I was going to say was, when we're comparing things to like, Wirtz has just moved inside like Hamer tends to do, and so Portugal are playing a little bit like Sunderland do. That's not us saying that is the level by any means. Which is making it relatable to what us Blades fans are used to seeing recently. So
those that aren't watching it can understand what kind of game.
Mate. Correct.
It's only the styles of play. Styles of play and the way they play are two different things. And again, another counter attack from Portugal. Pedro Neto again. One-on-one. Oh, foul.
It's a foul. It's going to be a foul, that.
Tell you what, they've done well to deal with Pedro Neto in like that final third.
Yeah.
They've just closed him down. I think it's Kimmich that's done it quite a few times now. And he's done really well every time. Just held him off enough to either get him off balance or make it so that he's given a foul away just like then. But again, long ball here from Germany. Mitchell stat, and he's offside. So it's back. This is a great game so far.
It's a good game, isn't it? It's very sort of end to end. So I need a goal ending in 0 in any minute, ending in 0. And let's hope it's Portugal, because a right-footed goal ended in 0 will mean I only need a goal kick from Portugal to get me first line.
So it's got, realistically, it's going to be Neto, Fernandes, or Ronaldo, unless they go with weak foot for some reason.
Yeah, possibly. Ronaldo can score with anything, can't he, to be fair?
He can, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. Still.
Leaps like a
Easily
salmon.
given away by Nuno Mendes. He's pressing, though, still.
Oh.
They're going around it well.
It is good, this. Who knew that watching elite international football would be a decent watch?
I think it's good we're too used to watching England.
Yeah. or United.
Yeah. Ball in by Germany. Cleared easily. Still got it. They've still got it.
I'm looking for a minute to breathe where I can read some comments, but
Aye.
It's been pretty fast-paced, hasn't it?
Wirtz. 1-2. Plays in the middle. I think it's to Goretzka. Plays it wide to middle. Stat. Goes back. Ball in. Again, cleared easily. And Fernandes just gets fouled, and it's a free kick for Portugal in their own half.
Nice one, mate. Nice one.
I think now's your breather. Good
work, Jamie. Favorite away ground, we've just done that. Really enjoyed the video with you and your dad as well, Jimmy. Thank you, Ben. I loved it. I always love having my dad on. There's no plan. Well, not spoiler alert. There's no plan to anything we do on the Ramble, really, other than a show idea. We don't plan what we're going to say. I don't have bullet points or topics that we're going to discuss, but that is me and my dad talking like we would have a conversation on the phone, or like we would if we were in a pub or anywhere in the car. That is it. And it's the most, I love it. I love talking football with him. Could do it all day. I used to work with a Portuguese lady.
Portugal on the counter here. Ronaldo.
Oh my word.
Left, but he's got options. Goes round him. Plays it in, and it's a corner for Portugal.
It just clips off defender, doesn't it? But I thought you said I had a breather. There ain't any such thing, is there, in this game?
It's not.
No way.
Referee's
He's not
giving
giving a goal kick for that. He's given a goal kick for that. That's
Is Chris
appalling.
Kavanagh the referee in this?
He's There's no need. There's no need. That's Gaz's pal, that. And Gaz, shout out to Gaz, who gave us a brilliant explanation. Maury says, I used to work with a Portuguese lady. She educated me in how to pronounce things. Okay, I'm not going to ask any more questions about that, Maury. You're laughing at Beadle? I don't know why you're mentioning Bristol City. These are just random comments that you're putting in here, Maury.
That's the best away ground he's experienced.
Oh, best away ground. Right, shout out. Thank you, Jamie, for letting me know that.
They were good that when we were both there. They were really good.
Was that which was the one where you got the incredible match footage? Was that Bristol City?
Yeah, that was Bristol City. Yeah,
when Anel scored.
Oh, hang on, Germany here. Kimmich on the wings, about to put a ball in. It's a good ball here. Sort of dribbles
headed
about.
Clear. He's going to stay down, is it? No, because Portugal come away with it.
Foul, yeah. But yeah, it were the normal match when you were away. I was stuck in my dad's, otherwise I would have gone. So right. I think I terrified them. But that was the one where you were filming going, Boros!
Yes, that was the watch along that I did. But the ramble on the which was the ramble on the road where you got that brilliant match footage at goal?
That was playoffs.
No, behind the goal earlier in the season. It one of your first ones.
Luton,
yes, it was. It was Luton. So you went balmy, didn't you? And I think you were stood with Maury because he got very similar footage.
Didn't even know that time.
I know. But you'd recognise the air anywhere now, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Have I got a minute to read a couple of these? Scott says, Beadle's highly rated within the England squad, Maury, because of his Brighton links, and he has trained with the first team, England first team in the past. I agree with that, Scott. It's shocking, really, how some players get in on reputation and pedigree rather than form and ability for me.
James Trafford.
No, James Trafford's a good player.
Yeah.
James
before, though, last season especially is what I mean. This season, he's been good.
Yeah, season before... Now we're calling the season that's just gone last season, and I am determined to keep calling it that. But when they were in the Premier League, he was shocking, I thought. A season too early for him, really, and then in Championship, he's been a big difference for him. Their section 18 or 81 made up for their empty seats, 3-0 down at Ashton Gate, says Maury. Rian Brewster, baby, says Beast Boy. Oh, Jamie, hello, mate, says Beast Boy. Do you know Beast Boy?
No, but I think I mentioned him on one at Ramble on Roads.
Okay. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, I certainly am. Thank you, pal. Hope you are too. Are you having a good day, Jamie?
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Fairfield says, hey up, lads, looking well. What wingers do you think we should go for this summer? Really don't want to see us revert back to a back 3 or 5. It's been overdone and a bit boring, in my opinion. I'll be doing this to death on channel, but Jamie, have you got any preferences on who you'd like to see us bring in on the wing?
On the wing? I'll tell you after Germany stop this.
Yeah, Germany attack. Yeah.
Again. Tell you what, I'm glad I put over 1.5 goals. It's not bad choice.
You might be all right. I mean, it's curse at commentator, that, isn't it? But it's looking good for that at minute.
Oh, hang on. Someone goes down.
Penalty.
That
goal. Oh, no.
He's not giving it, I don't think. I think he's giving a goal kick. And it's over by Nick and all.
He's putting his finger to his ear, though. He's going to check and see whether...
Yeah. It'll go to VAR.
Interesting, that. Wow.
He did really well, whoever went down. I think, I needed better. It's a great save, that, by Costa. Oh, it may have been going down.
Oh, it was going down. You're right. The close-up of it.
Yeah, Costa did really well to save that. Because he was close range and to be fair, Nick did really well. I'm calling him Nick. I can't be asked to call him his last name. He proper went to curl it top ends. He's not giving penalty.
It's a corner.
Yeah.
Corner to Germany.
But,
for a brilliant save from keeper.
Brilliant. Although it may not matter if this corner goes in. So... A lot of Portugal players complaining still. Just move on. He's not giving it. and stubborn. Corner taken. Shocking. Barely beat the first man.
Yeah, cleared by Portugal. I
I
can
think
finally get some more
Ronaldo
comments.
cleared that.
Any shout on a winger, Jamie, before I move on at comments, pal?
Winger. That Georgian from Watford.
Check Vitadze.
Yes, he's mint.
Okay.
He's my main choice.
I think he's a bit. Is he not a bit Hamerish in terms of he's not a natural winger but plays off the left?
Maybe, but some of the best attacking midfielders play on the wing.
Here come Germany
Like Cole
again.
Palmer. Germany here, good block.
Great block. This is decent. I'm enjoying this game.
Again, off the wing. Kimmich ball in. And again, cleared by Portugal. Still with Germany. Terrible clearance by Portugal. Sane. Drives in. Squares it. It's a great save again.
Oh, another brilliant save.
That's a
How
great
has he
save.
done that?
That was Goretzka as well, who earlier made basically straight at the goalkeeper, put it bottom left corner from about, I want to say, 18 yards out. Decent power on it. Somehow gets it a strong 2 hands to it. It's a great save.
Love that. Great save.
I think he's been on about going to Man City as well if Edison leaves, so he'd be another one to keep an eye out for.
Costa.
Yeah.
Costa bomb.
I think he'd only go for about 50 million, which, to be fair, is not awful.
Yeah.
Corner taken. Oh, it's a free header for Germany.
Oh, you've got to do better there. You've got to do better. Number 2.
Oh, they're showing the replay for the save. That is a good save. In fact, better angle here. It's not actually as bottom left as I thought, but he's still done well to get right.
Yeah, he's got right down.
Scoop.
Yeah, he has just by his right foot and palmed it away.
Yeah, because it's an awkward angle as well. So
yeah, I love that one where they
well.
just dropped it floor rapidly and just push it away. I think they look really good.
Bit like Michael Cooper.
Oh, if only he wishes he were Michael Cooper.
Yeah.
Maury says, and João Felix, but it's pronounced João Felix. Okay, I'm really looking forward to this watch along we're about to do, Maury.
What game are you with, Maury?
I won't understand who you're on about half at time anyway. I'm 30 seconds ahead, says Doubling Blade. I'll get him to stop the game while you catch up. Thank you, pal. I'd appreciate that. Hope we dip into the foreign market as well, personally. Roy made a great point tonight on Hot Topic. He reckons that we're going to sign McBurney from Las Palmas to say that we have dipped into the foreign market. Shout out to Roy. What a very good point that was. Oh, I love Portugal's new shirt, says Maury.
Germany's shirt's really nice. They've gone for, I think, a very old school badge. Not old school in a certain area, but still old school.
I think Brett said it, didn't he, in chat earlier? It's annoying how nice some Germany kits are.
Ooh, when I was trying to get them. Ball in by
again.
Germany, blocked by Portugal, but they've just managed to get a hold of it and it's a decent clearance. It's not out, but it's
Germany looks so good.
Portugal have just managed to get it under control and it's back to the goalkeeper who's playing it out from here. I think the game's calmed down so you can read some more comments. In fact, Ronaldo's gone left wing. Bit old school formation style.
Old school for Cristiano. Beast Boy says, I can't wait till we dip into... Oh, yeah, we said that. Into the foreign market. And there are some players there, and hopefully our data and AI strategy finds them. Nick Cook says, Ronaldo is a legend, but I think it's time for Portugal to let him go. He did nothing in the Euros last year, was a washed man on the pitch. A wasted man on the pitch, sorry.
For me, he's a bit like Jordan Henderson is for England. A good cheerleader.
Yes. Maybe so.
I love Ronaldo, but the man's 40. He's getting on a bit.
He's undoubtedly past his prime. But is he still better than what they've got? I don't know enough about him to say yes or no, but...
I mean, Neto can play striker and then stick Rafael Leao at left wing. So you've got them, but they're actual out-and-out striker, Portugal. I mean, you got Jota, who's still a very good player, and then that Goncalo Ramos, he's not amazing. So, where's Gyökeres from?
Has he gone anywhere? Or is he
No, I mean, like, what country is he from?
What's he?
Great.
Is he Swedish?
Great switch by Fernandez here. To Portugal with the ball on the right. No, he's Swedish. He's Swedish. So he can't play for Portugal. In fact,
Definitely can't play for Portugal.
Jesus, that is lethal.
Right, let me catch up on some comments.
Because Portugal are in here. Ronaldo plays it to Mendes, who it's just gone straight to the goalkeeper. Yep, carry on.
Well, I'd just like him to give me a bit of a breather, if that's all right.
He's gone out. Kimmich should have done better there. Just let it go out, seemingly.
We read that. Evening all, says Bry, one of our mods, and that's all I've got.
Corner for Portugal.
Corner to Portugal. Paolo Nutini says, planning any watch-alongs for the Club World Cup? Yes, pal, we will be watching the Club World Cup. And to anybody that's watching any Club World Cup games with me, I've been planning the last few today and checked, and it's on DAZN, all the tournaments on DAZN, but it's free to watch. So,
well,
there you go. Didn't realise that, but it's free to watch. So Brett, who was on about signing up to DAZN so he could do a watch-along, you don't have to. You have to sign up to register, but you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to pay a subscription.
Whatever you do as well, don't look into the controversy of DAZN getting it, because it's seemingly a bit dodgy, all the money that's gone about with it, as usual with FIFA. Portugal, miss corner completely, base, switch to the other side, square back in, and keeper claims it.
Oh, yeah, just. Tom, not from Barnsley, says, this is great. You won't need to get the Lego out tonight, Jimmy. It's such a good game, isn't it? It's such a good game. Isn't the World Cup in 2026? Yes, it is, pal. It is. And we're doing the World Cup qualifiers on Saturday, which is England and Andorra. And then on Tuesday, we're doing England versus Senegal.
No, we'll have a certain confused by the Club World Cup. So
yes, sorry, apologies. That might be where you're getting confused as well. The Club World Cup is also on following those World Cup qualifiers, so we'll be doing those as well. But I'll be doing the watch along of England and Senegal with the Mr. Mountain himself.
Be a bit of an awkward watch that.
You what, mate?
Be a bit of an awkward watch that game.
Why?
Well, because of a certain.
Because of Illiman. Well.
Yeah.
What a man. What a man. Absolutely love him. Cooler King says, when a good side plays out from the back, it looks the simplest thing in the world. When the Villa do it, I'm constantly bricking myself. Yeah, me too, about United.
Ter Stegen's just gone to play out from the back. Just gone straight out for a throw-in. So he's completely missed a pass. He's not what he used to be. They need Neuer back or a new generation of goalkeepers. That man has had a horrible time recently.
Not in Sheffield, Maury. It's pronounced João Felix, mate. Beadle to Birmingham. That's a free 6 points. Can't wait. Yeah, it's not a great signing for them, particularly if they're looking to be top end championship. But it is a big transition that to go from League One to top end champ. No, that was at Kenilworth Road. Maury says that shows where I am. Mourinho says here. Poku, Hansen for left and right.
I think Poku's going to run for about 30 grand a week. I'm hearing.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a done deal.
They'll be up there. I think there'll be playoffs potentially. So.
Possibly, yeah. I'll answer for all blades. We want to see Ricky J. Jones out wide. You are certainly not answering for all blades there, Beast Boy. I don't want to see Ricky J. Jones at our club. Thank you very much. Not a pen in my opinion, says Tom. That shows where we are. I'm 10 minutes behind on comments already. Sonti Hansen, by the way, from NEC. Apparently, we were linked last summer. Yes, we were. I've not heard the name mentioned for a while. What channel is this match on, lads? Says Bright. It's on Amazon Prime, mate. Amazon Prime. It's pay-per-view. So there you go. You get
the ball in the final third. Bobbled about, and Portugal clear it again. And he's just fallen straight back to Germany at the halfway line.
Around £2 says it was $2.49, $2.50, I think, and so far it's been worth it. Absolutely right, it's been worth it.
It's been worth a tenner.
Wow, that Jamie paid. I can see us going to a 3-4-2-1. Yes, possibly. I could see that happening with 2 10s in Hamer and O'Hare.
That's how we played when it were Illiman and McAtee.
Correct.
Ball in here from Germany, or almost was. Ball in, edge of the box, cleared easily.
Oh.
And again,
good block.
Germany
I'm not sure the keeper had got that.
And it's just gone out.
You've got to think as well. Germany are missing Rudiger, Musiala, Kai Havertz, some big hitters, and they are doing really well. Yeah, they are really playing well.
I think a lot of teams that are in Club World Cup have said don't send your players. So I think that's affected quite a few international teams. That's why, like Steve Foden, who shouldn't be in the England squad at the minute, to be fair, hasn't been selected.
Kershaw says, really enjoy your content, Jimmy. Enjoying the Uber content on the other channel also. If Bury get Gary O'Neill, there'll be a danger next season. Is it Gary O'Neill that's going there? We think it might be Danny Roll with a bit of luck. Yeah, I always think Bury are a dangerous side at championship level. I know they're inconsistent in terms of sometimes they have a season on, season off, but I always rate them. Maury says, I think he's a cam or a CM, check Vitadze. But yeah, they play him on the wing. A guy at this firm I drive to in Milton Keynes, he rates him. There you go. Well, if that guy at the firm you drive for at Milton Keynes rates him, Maury, then he is definitely a player. 50 million for Costa is a steal. Yeah. Beast Boy says, Oscar Bob is a player. 15 million is a bargain. Don't see him coming down to the champ, though. Oscar Bob was playing for Man City before he got injured. So
he broke his leg.
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance Oscar Bob even leaves Man City, I would say, rather than comes to the Championship and plays for Sheffield United. Wow. Do we think Jimmy Dunn will be our first signing, guys, or McBurney? I think Jimmy Dunn will be very soon, but we might have to wait till 1st of July for Jimmy Dunn because his contract will officially expire.
Is that when they expire?
He's not a Dunn. Well, pardon the pun, but it's not like it's signed and it's sorted and it's just to be announced. There may be late interest from other clubs, so we're assuming it gets signed and sealed, but it's not necessarily a given. Return of the Mac, says Beast Boy. Winkerbank Blade says, evening, enjoyed talking sense yesterday. You heard about the Bramall Lane improvements. Guy coming to my work who's ripping the pitch up, getting new LED boards, etc. Up the blades, up behind the ramble. Come on, Germany. Come on, Germany. Interesting. Yes, it looks good that some of the works that they've got planned at the club. Interesting. We're doing Chelsea and Los Angeles FC. Yes, we are, Maury. That'll be me and you, pal. We'll be doing.
There'll be some good names to pronounce there.
Yeah. Do you know that Olivier Giroud's playing for LAFC now? That's class. That he's going up against Chelsea. There's some really interesting names that are coming up that are playing. So because we're going to do the coverage of all the
Portugal. Counter Pedro Neto again. Tries to go around it and it's sloppily given away. Good tackle by Germany, though.
Very good tackle. Who was that? Robert Koch. Robert Koch, is it Robin Koch? It was very good, that. Very good.
Hang on, it's given away really
it's shocking.
It's like watching Sunderland Coventry, this. Just with...
I'm really enjoying this.
Germany back... She's going on the counter. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, that's poor.
I'm going to pause because I'm ahead of you, I think.
I'm on 56, 57, 58.
I'm on the replay, so I can't see what time I'm on.
I'm a massive fan of the New England women's shirt, says Luke. I'm not seeing it, pal. Not seeing it.
It looks like a training top.
Oh, does it? Well, yeah, Luke likes it.
Have you seen the... You know, when it was the 2018 World Cup and with that training top, there were like, it were white and then he had like red and blue sort of going down the middle.
Yes. Yeah.
Bit like that, but it's like half of that and it goes up to like your rib cage.
Okay.
So it's a bit weird.
Tom says, just seeing the 25 England kit, not sure about the gradients. Interesting. Braxton says, have we been linked with any foreign players? I know Wilder loves an English or a Celtic player. Do you mean Celtic player? I think you mean. Yes, he does love his Brexit players. Go on, Jamie.
That's it there.
All right. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah.
I like the plain white with the navy, personally. DAZN. I've heard of DAZN. Okay. Great game for 250, says Cooler King. Wouldn't have paid a tenner, mind. Yeah, me neither, pal. Me neither. But some people do.
That or the dodgy stick, and I ain't trusting it.
Well, the amount of times we paused it and stopped it, we wouldn't have ever caught up in right time, I don't think.
No.
Birmingham City will be 6th place. Maury, oh my goodness. Never mind Maury's vision from the cop. I think he's a clairvoyant. Birmingham will definitely finish in 6th place. Coventry City 5th, and West Brom and Southampton 4th and 3rd.
West Brom.
Maury's called it. Musiala, yes, says Maury. Jared says, great video yesterday, Jimmy, with Andy the Blade. Hope you've checked on him today after the McBurney news. I've not heard from him. It's a little bit of a concern, if I'm honest. When I was in Boston recently, says Dublin Blade, I was asking about the World Cup tickets, and they were not on general sale because they've sold out. I don't know how true that is.
Idea. Sorry. And I think they get a corner. No, it's goal kick.
Goal kick, that. Don't know how true that is because I've already got digs sorted. The World Club Cup, I assume you mean Dublin. Is it maybe? I don't know.
If it's
the actual World Cup
tickets, then my God, you will be paying about £1,000 for general sale tickets in like the worst seats possible. So get ready, Mr. Dublin.
Maybe so. Oscar Bob, no chance. He'll be in and around the team when back from injury. I think Borough will go in for Cooper. I think that's a realistic shout as well. I think Gary O'Neill, Steve Cooper.
I thought you meant Michael Cooper for a second, I'll be honest.
Danny Roll. Yeah, I think they'll be in and around all those sort of names. Heard today Borough fans can't stand O'Neill after he admitted getting a yellow on purpose, so he got banned and could play in a golf tournament. All right.
What about Ruben Sellers? Is he currently...
Ruben Sellers is a good man. Has he gone somewhere? Were he in talks with Cardiff? Maybe?
He were all and they sacked him.
I know they did, but I'm sure he were in talks with somebody else immediately. Ollie Mack announced, source Liam's brother, Cat's goldfish sister, up the blades, up the ram. I'm saying nothing, Joe. I'm saying nothing, pal.
No.
You just keep punching, pal, and you keep enjoying yourself because you've earned it. Yeah, you know, LAFC are a decent team in MLS. Sonny says, evening, Jim and Jamie. Fair play to you both as I can't enjoy international football. I'm very much missing club football, lads. Keep up the content and let's smash the like and subscribe button. Up the blades, up the ramble, up behind the ramble. From Sonny Glasby, can you point, please, Jamie? Of Glasby's Pallets, the main channel sponsor for Behind the Ramble. Thank you to Sonny and everybody at Glasby's Pallets. They are the people to supply all your pallet needs. I will get a better way of sort of advertising you on the fly, Sonny, and as I get used to it a little bit more. But thank you for your support, pal. Very much appreciated. Isn't Cock the former Leeds lad? Yes, with a very fitting name. Robin, I think it is.
Is it the same one?
I would have thought so.
I think we're right in our bed.
Whoa.
Is that swearing? I do apologise if that's swearing.
That is strike number one. I'm not a fan, says Maury, of the New England kit. I assume that is. Like, subscribe, and share the channel, please, and support the best Blades channel on the Tinterweb. Thank you very much, Bri. Very much appreciated. Always a top mod. Supports us very vocally. Can we please get a Dumpling Man of the Match award at the end of the game? Absolutely right. I think that's the least we deserve. That is, along with the Scran review, which is something you brought in on Ramble on the Road. That is a Jamie Dumpling birth child.
The only strand I've got on me at the minute is Haribo Shorts and Haribo Love Arts. So we'll get them. And a 2-litre bottle of water. So
you carry that 2-litre bottle of water everywhere. You go to, I know because you don't drink, do you? But you'll stand in Triple Point with your 2-litre bottle of water quite happily, and just
it's convenient, is what it is.
It is. No, it's good, mate. I like that. But you have also you also put in the platinum group after every game a Dumpling Man of the Match, don't you? So,
I do.
Love that. Love that. Looks like our women's team got lucky today. Yes. So for those that aren't aware, the Sheffield United women, I don't know the details on why, but they've had a reprieve. They got relegated from the Women's Championship, the WSL 2. And for some unknown reason to me, and somebody might be able to explain, because I don't follow the women's game, and it's just not something I'm overly interested in, if I'm being completely honest. Obviously wish them well, and I'm pleased that anybody connected to Sheffield United has had a bit of luck. But they have not been relegated on a technicality, I think, by the sound of it. So
I've not been listening.
Yeah, so they've had a reprieve and won't get relegated.
I've got statement if you want me to read it.
Yes, go for it, mate. Go for it.
So, looks like good news for United's women, who are set to relieve a relegation reprieve, but a couple of club withdrawals raise real question marks about the future of the game, both locally and beyond. That's only the headline. But yeah, either way, they're staying up. So
very good.
That is a miracle, because amongst things, they were terrible this year.
Yeah, I'm pleased for Ash and the rest of them. Yeah, it's really good. That really good to hear. Evening, lad, says super positive Jack. Evening, pal. Ben says Wrexham finish above Birmingham, and they're both bottom half. I don't think they'll go as strong as a lot of people think, if I'm honest, either team.
With 40-year-olds, Wrexham won't be as good as people think.
They've got a lot of work to do, haven't they? They've got the money to do it, to sort of have a go at it, but they've got a lot of work to do to churn that squad.
Someone's down here. It's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that would be a big blow.
Now, talk to me while we've got a minute, because we will have a minute here. Bruno Fernandes, if you're Man United, what are you thinking right now with £100 million on the table from Al Hilal?
Well, they're getting Cunha in and Mbeumo, who are both quality players. I don't think
Cunha confirmed and Mbeumo heavily rumoured, isn't it?
Yeah. So Cunha, we've seen what he's like at Wolves. He's been carrying them like Fernandes has. But Radcliffe said, I think a couple of months ago to Gary Neville in a interview, said, if I ain't come in, Man United would have been bankrupt by Christmas. There would have been no money. So I think, especially with their league finish, they will probably have to take the money.
Well, the latest is that he's rejected Al Hilal and wants to stay. Well, he hasn't technically said stay at Man United. He said he wants to stay in Europe and challenge for big trophies.
I can't blame the guy. I think what could happen is he'll say, if you want me to stay, I'll stay. If you want me to go, I'll go.
If I'm Man United and he's rejected that deal, I am sick as a dog, because he's their best player currently, but he's 30-year-old. They could have had 100 million that they banked for him. That he's now going to start to wane. Surely, as a player, he's not their future. And if I'm Man United, particularly with FFP in play and stuff like that now, I want to bank that money and use that to, you've got Cunha in, who I think is more or less not a like-for-like replacement, but a similar type of player. And I just think there's loads of potential here you could do if Fernandes would have taken that Al Hilal deal. They'll spin it now that they're really happy he's staying, but I think they should have cashed in personally if they could. And you can't make the player go, but that would have been my point. Matt says, what do you think to mine and Liam's bet? Well, I said Birmingham will finish above 12th. He says they will not, as he was doing my heading, so I had to take it off. Well, I can't speak on some of the discussion in the chat this afternoon. I just cannot speak.
It will be tight. Championship, it will. I think they were the same points was the gap between us and Bristol City and whoever finished 22nd. I think it were Luton. Yeah. So that shows how close it will be. So they could finish 18th, they could finish 7th.
Germany, inbox, shot, saved by Costa. Jared says, question for you lads, would you have taken Calvert-Lewin if we went up? Seeing he's out of contract, 2 high wages for the champ, but always rated him. Would you have taken him, Jamie?
Yeah. I didn't see him in a United shirt, sadly, because
didn't do much. To be fair, was just a good prospect, a little bit like a Sula, I would probably say at that stage.
I could see him being a bit like a Tom Davies kind of signing. We know he's injury prone, but when he's not, he will be mint.
I would say absolutely not, because I think the injuries massively outweigh in terms of the wages that we'd be paying and the potential that we could get him fit and firing. I don't think he's been prolific for a number of years, so it's a no from me. I know you're getting
Sorry.
Go on, mate.
It's just taking a ball straight to the nose. So he's down here. Yeah. He looks like he should have been in a episode of Wipeout.
Yeah, he looked a decent bang, that, didn't it? I'm doing it as we speak, Dublin Blade. Don't know what you're doing there, Maury, but signed anyone yet, says Jack. Kind of dragging now. No. Coining the swear jar, Jamie. Yes, absolutely, Tom. Daryl says, yes, Jim, hope you well, fella. What channel is the footy on? It's on Amazon Prime, pal. And it's a pay-per-view game, but been worth it so far. I would probably say don't pay £2.50 for a second half, but it's been good. It's cooled down a bit, yeah, that's fair. It's cooled down a bit. I don't class Ened as swearing. You don't class a lot of things as swearing, Maury. I would. Scran review needs a jingle. Come on, Tom. Don't make it go to his head. Listen, there's some rumours on the grapevine, mainly rumours that you told me might be happening, that there might be an independent Jamie's like away day Scran sort of feature coming somewhere. Is that something?
It's in negotiations at the minute.
Okay, right. I love that. So like a spin-off, if you like, a spin-off from Ramble on the Road.
If I do a Ramble on Road, I just film both at the same time.
Absolutely
do it
right,
anyway.
mate. Absolutely right. It is the Joey to our friends. That was, you won't understand that, but some people will.
I do. Took a minute.
Okay. Water is the best drink, says Maury. Okay.
That's what Ronaldo said.
Right, I'm figuratively timing out Jamie for that curse word. There you go. You can't do it literally because you're on screen rather than in the comments, but you are timed out.
I could just leave. There is that.
No, don't do that. Glad to say Sophie thinks we'll be in the top 2 to 3. She knows the stuff that lasts. Sophie SB, is that okay? They were for the World Cup next year at Gillette. Told you to get that 30-second delay. Yes, you're right, mate. You're right. Sorry, Dublin Blade. Blackburn's owners have decided not to fund their women's team. Interesting.
They're terrible.
Oh, is that what? That'll be why then. That'll be why we have stayed up.
Oh,
that'll be why. Thank you, Tom.
I think they're worse than Chancery somehow.
Blackburn have folded their women's team. Thank you, Luke. I'm not sure about worse than Chancery.
No,
Easy Looking Family Channel. And as such, they were removed from the WSL 2. That was fortunate then, wasn't it, for our women? Wolves who got promoted and Blackburn who survived got done for financial reasons. Tom says there was a massive amount of chaos with the takeover for the women's team, a really bad exodus of talent.
Portugal out wide here, ball in, and it's just straight at the
well headed, clear.
I think straight at Jonathan Tarr, just out for a throw in. I've got one of my bets is coming. I just need 4 more. Germany to have 4 or more shots on target.
That is half time.
That's a lot. Half time, yeah.
Nice one. That's been a really good half. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Surprised there's no goals.
I'm going to have a look at my match bingo card now, see if I've got anything. I don't think I have, though, if I'm honest. And the line has gone. A line has gone, and it has gone to always keep calm. So I've no idea who's won that, if they're in the chat already. Well, there you go. Fair play to always keep calm. I need 2 lines now, and I'm 4 away from that. And it's got to include a red card as well, which ain't great. We shall see.
It's not looking likely, but it could come out of nowhere, to be fair.
It could come out of nowhere. That's absolutely true. I need to have a word with my match bingo people if they're just going to stitch me up with with cards like this. What's going on? What's that? All right, that's okay. All right. Maury says Man United fans are not keen on him, meaning Fernandes, I think. Deborah Webster, no relation to David, says, hi, Jimmy and Jamie. Blackburn Rovers pulled out.
Is that the wife of the infamous David Webster?
No relation. Deborah is lovely and very positive. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Debs. Bruno can't leave, says Scott. His missus has spoken. She doesn't want to move to Saudi. And we all know when the wife says something, you can't argue. Speaking on behalf of all married men, well, the majority of married men, absolutely true. I'd sell Bruno, cash in on a 31-year-old that'll probably be more next year and go for 30 million, says Luke. I would too. Bruno doesn't even fit their system, says Daryl. Nice one, Maury. Only joking with you, pal. I know it's banter. It's great banter, says Maury. Joe says Calvert-Lewin's father-in-law fitted my new bathroom and told me once he was out injured for 3 months after he dropped a hanging mirror on his foot trying to fix it. It's a big no from me.
My stepdad's really good mates with, I think it's not his dad. I think it's like his dad's brother or something. So small world we live in.
So we can put a word in then if we ever do want him to come back.
My stepdad knows weirdly high amount of ex-Unitedites, including Carl Walker's parents. So there's there you go.
Carl Walker on the ramble.
Don't ask about what don't ask about the stories I've heard. Is all I'll say.
Well, you can tell me some off air if you want, and then
sure.
Let's get him on the ramble. That's the mission. Tyreek Mitchell on a free back up to Burrows. Tyreek Mitchell left back for Crystal Palace on a back up to Burrows. Then McCallum is a backup on the right to Dunn. And John Jokin, Alessandro, what are you drinking, my friend? What are you drinking? Yeah, I had to pay for it, says Daryl. You would think that was free with Prime. Bleeds 50. I know, mate. I know. Can I have a place review and ground review on my ramble on the road for away days?
Of course.
Place review and a ground review. What you mean? You want to include it on? You can put whatever you want into Ramble on the Road, Maury. Jamie didn't ask permission for a scran review. He just put it in, and we loved it. So that's how it started.
I just have food anyway, so I thought straight in.
Too right. Too right. Dave says, ever try catching a 3-year-old who grabs your phone? I'm slower than Ollie Mack. I'm not sure about that. Joe says, any very early predictions for this season? What's your rouge prediction? And I think what he means by that is not French red prediction. I think he means what's your rogue prediction?
A rogue prediction. HMS so-and-so the league is what we'll call it.
No.
I think we could genuinely see another Leeds and Burnley where 2 teams get 100 points plus, and I think we'll be one of them. And I know it's bold, but to say we had start of the season, red bed squad, and we finished with 92 points, or won 92 points, should I say, we're improving again. And players like Campbell from the start of the season fit with a pre-season in them. So.
Well, I'm just going to break off from that to say breaking news on the Ramble. David Ornstein is reporting that Chelsea have completed the signing of Liam Delap from Ipswich. The 22-year-old England under-21 international signs a contract. And there's another tweet coming as I was reading that. Signs a contract until 2031. They activated the £30 million release clause, £20 million of which Ipswich receive up front. The Championship also get a sell-on percentage.
Didn't Man City have like a 35% sell-on clause or something?
They had a buyback.
No, I think they had a sell-on.
Oh, they might have a sell-on as well then.
They were ended up where Ipswich got like 6 million or something. I heard. It was a terrible deal, but 2031. Deal.
Maury says, I was going live as a solo watch along. One, didn't realise you guys were live and also been banned off TikTok live for 24 hours. Plus, I'd never go live when Jimmy does. Mate, you can go live whenever you want. It's not there's no such thing as an exclusive time slot. I certainly don't think so anyway.
No.
I don't feel like that, put it that way. But why have you been banned, Maury? What have you done to get a 24-hour ban?
TikTok, they're terrible for it. Honestly, they'll do it for like random things and that. They'll like 18 plus things. Did
he mention like a branded hairspray or something like that they didn't want him to mention, or it'd be something like that, won't it? Rightly so, Scott. There's always a spare room with a bed if you disagree with the wife. Absolutely. My nan knows Walker's nan. Maybe try to get in contact. Joe, if anybody can get in touch with Kyle Walker and get him on the Ramble, then would be very much appreciated. He's a bucket list guest. Top 3. Wilder is obviously top. Where's this match being played? It's a fantastic stadium. Good question, Jamie. Where's it being played? Says Cooler King.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll get Bob. It's being played at the Allianz Arena. Same stadium as Champions League final then.
The Allianz Arena. Ben says, my early predictions. Top 3, no particular order. Us, Southampton, Coventry. Bottom 3, Wednesday, Charlton, Stoke. Yes, my rogue prediction is, and this could come back to bite me, and I don't often say stuff like this, but it is United to get promoted, Wednesday to get relegated, same season. 2031, that's nearly a decade. It's not.
It's half a decade.
I think us and Ipswich pull away, says Joe. Like, subscribe, and share the channel, please, says Bri, and support the Best Blades channel on the Tinterweb. Thank you, Bri. Appreciate that. Tresemme, says Maury. He's been advertising Tresemme without permission. Kyle Walker's mum is so funny. Oh, man, what are you doing? I got a lot of stories. I'll be seeing him next year for our cousin's wedding, and do not worry. I already asked him to ask him if he'd like to come on. Mate, get me that answer as soon as you can. Closed season's ideal for somebody like... Mr. Walker to come on and have a chat with us.
Well, if you get him on, don't ask him about his marriage, whatever you do.
Don't ask him about... No. I will... Yes, I will box clever, mate. Don't worry about that. Any Uber action today, Jimmy? All the best, matey. Yes, mate. I've got 2 Ubers ready to go, actually. I think there's one going live tomorrow at 6. Excuse me. Another one. I'm scheduling them now for Thursday and Monday releases. Because if people continue to enjoy them, and I keep producing that sort of content, if people enjoy it, then it will tip into the season, hopefully, if it goes that long. And then Mondays and Thursdays, we haven't always got a lot going off. Because obviously we play on a Tuesday, we play on a Saturday, there's build-up in and around the weekends. So I think Mondays, we're unlikely to have a game. Thursdays, we're unlikely to have a game. So they're going to be circulated on those days.
Have you had anyone recognise you yet in the taxi?
Yeah, one. I have had one. Yeah. So it's embarrassing to talk about. Ipswich Blades go up auto, says Dublin Blade. Rogue prediction: Pigs to go down with the worst points total ever. Love that. So it's similar to what I've said there. To be fair,
What is the worst points total ever? Just wondered.
what's the worst points total in the champ?
Yeah.
Don't know. It's a good quiz question though. I think Ipswich have high potential to do a Luton. Really? No, surely not. Not with McKenna in charge. I didn't rate Rob Edwards, but McKenna I do rate. I don't think they'll do that, Ben. Not sure if that lot get relegated, but I think you do the double again. We do the double again, a quadruple, if you will. Yes, let's call it a quadruple. Love that. Joe says, thoughts on the Jaffet Tanganga release clause? I think it's smart from Tanganga to put it in there. A rumoured 1.2 million release clause for Premier League clubs. So Millwall are basically saying, if you do well for us, then you can go to the Premier if you've got that sort of level of interest. I think it's very good for the player. It's low for Millwall, and it writes off any other Championship clubs coming in and taking him. I think it's smart.
I found the lowest points tally. So it's not Rotherham when they did it a few years ago when they got like 20 odd points. In fact, Rotherham do appear in this list, I think 3 times out of like the bottom 6, which is surprising. It's not that Rotherham team. Instead, it's the Rotherham team from 2016-17 when they got 23 points.
Right.
So
wow.
Wednesday,
23.
23.
That is low. Okay.
In fact, Rotherham, I think, got 3rd place as well. So it's Rotherham with 23 in 2016 and Blackpool in 2014-15 with 26 points.
Okay.
Then Rotherham again in 23-24 with 27. Rotherham again in 04-05 with 29. Barnsley we're in 21-22 with 30. And Ipswich in 18-19. The day that we went up from that O'Connell coming in header, 31 points. So sorry about that.
Speaking of 20s, we are 22 subscribers away from 2,100. 2,100 subscribers, 22 away. If you like what we're doing on Behind the Ramble, please do subscribe. And if we're also 2 subscribers away from 8,200 on the Blade Ramble. So if you want to help us out there, that'll be very much appreciated. Where are we in the comments?
And if we reach a milestone, I'll do whatever the top comment says. Definitely. I'm definitely going to uphold to that.
If we reach what milestone?
The next one.
On Behind the Ramble while we're on tonight, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
So if we reach 2,100 while we're on stream tonight, you will do whatever the next comment says. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, definitely.
That is an incredible offer, which I'm not sure you will live up to. Here's hoping for the next that we reach the target is what you're saying. Never mind
that's me crossing my fingers.
You didn't cross your fingers on screen, so nobody saw that. So there you go. So Jamie's definitely going to do whatever the comment says at 2,100. Oh dear, Jamie. Oh dear. Scott says, I'll be more confident of predicting where we finish when I see a few faces coming in. Also, depends on who we keep. I can see us losing 1 or 2 key players, but hope players stop including old faces. Grabbing a cuppa, fellow mods, says Bright. I wish I could, mate. I wish I could. And relegation, S6 lot, Stoke and Oxford, says Maury. Who do you think will be the big surprise next year? Big surprise in the league next year? Swansea, for me. I think Swansea built a good foundation towards last third of the season under Alan Sheehan. Jamie, have you any sort of wildcard predictions for next season?
I think Leicester will really struggle. Not only with points deduction, but they're losing quite a few players. And if they get Russell Martin in,
they won't. He's going to Rangers. He's going to Rangers. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit of a downgrade. So potentially Danny Roll could go to Leicester. But I think even if they get him in, because I do rate him as a manager as much as we do take the mick out of them. Yeah,
he's a good manager.
I think they could really struggle to even get in the playoffs, especially with that points deduction coming in.
Yeah. Interesting. Do we know how much points deduction they're liable to get?
I'm hearing 12, but it could be more.
Ooh.
So a bit more than ours.
Alessandro says, I'll have some better suggestions at a later date then. Done any Ubers for Wednesday fans yet? No, mate. Oh, yeah, I think I have, actually. It must be miserable given their latest news. We didn't talk football, mate. We didn't talk football. Rotherham also conceded 98 goals and had a goal difference of -58, says Scott. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. As if it's only 2 likes. Ludicrous versus... Really? 2 likes?
I'm seeing 32 on here.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. I don't know what we're looking at, Maury, but we can do better than that anyway. Bobby says... Oh, hang on. We're getting ready to go again. Bobby says, the Premier Release clause for Tanganga is surely a blessing in disguise. Any offer from a champ club higher than the Premier Release clause will surely be accepted. You'd think so, but yeah, it makes sense for him to accept a £2 million bid from somebody, don't it? And if that's the case, then we go get him, don't we? But
you could say, though, they don't want to accept a low offer because it's a divisional rival, especially if they're going to be trying to go for promotion.
And they're confident that they'll get a Premier League offer at that sort of lower price. But it makes better business sense for Millwall to take the higher offer, but Tanganga doesn't necessarily need to do that. Grow your hair out like Maury, says Joe. I don't know who that's to, whether it's to me or...
That's to me, for that, if we reach a milestone by the end of the stream.
Oh, yes. So, have we reached the milestone by the time that comment came in? Let's have a look. Probably not. It's very early to do that. We're going to refresh. No, we haven't moved. We haven't moved.
Well, there you go. I don't
90
think...
people in it. We're only on Behind the Ramble tonight. We're not on other platforms. So whoever's in here are the only ones that can hear what we're saying. So 22. Go tell your friends. Go tell your mates, because we want comments like this where Jamie would have to grow his hair out like Maury, dye it blonde.
Well, that's not coming in time, so that's not happening.
No, but it could be triggered again, couldn't it? If we get to the 2,100 subs. The next comment that asks you to do something, you've got to do it. So let's keep it rolling. Millwall surely would rather cash in by accepting a higher offer than rejecting all offers, only to losing for 2 million. Yeah, I understand that part. Tom says, regarding the big surprise, I think Derby will do surprisingly well.
Yeah. I don't think they'll get playoffs, but John Hughes is
good manager. Yeah, I think that's a fair shout. Good shout from Tom, that.
Yeah.
And Maury says, Leicester City will just miss out on the playoffs. Russell Martin's been announced by Rangers now. All right, okay. Daryl says, I think it's bad what's going on at Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, I think we all do, to be fair. I've thought about... Listen, I'm going to put it here on Behind the Ramble as well, because I put it in the Platinum chat. I've thought about getting our pal from over the other side, James from the Wednesday Till I Die podcast. He's cousins with George Motson. Would anybody be interested in a podcast with them on the Ramble about what's going on at S6 and all the mayhem that's going on over there? Or do we just not even bother talking about them because we're a Blades channel? So let me know what your thoughts are on that. I know you were up for it, weren't you, Jamie? But there are a few that were saying, no Wednesday nights on the Ramble, please.
It's been on before.
Yeah, he's been on, but that were a build-up to the game. So I understand that. That's a different thing. But this is really to talk about their demise. The only reason I thought it might be good was because I think the bigger picture is it shows us how well we've got it, in a way. Really, for those that are sort of, not too pleased with how things are going at the moment, it gives you a bit of perspective. I also think there's a split. Hang on, I'm waiting for Kickoff.
And they said Poundland Prince was the worst owner of the two.
Yes, they did. Right. I'm off, and the timer's looking beautiful now in terms of being in line. So we're all good.
7, 8, 9, 10. That's mine. I think you've got more in touch with mine than yours.
Nice. Where were we in the comments? You need to refresh the page to see the current likes. Yes, you do. Maybe my phone is playing up, says Maury. Yes, probably, mate. Ain't you boys linked with Lewis O'Brien?
Every bloody transfer window.
Yeah, we have been for the last 4 windows, and that's just me and my dad trying to link him, to be honest, more than anything else. So I don't think he's needed at the moment, but may do as the summer progresses, and if we lose Vinny Souza and or Sidney Peck or something like that, we will certainly need to strengthen that area.
Portugal out wide here. Forgot we were doing a watch along.
It's all right. It's only just kicked off again. We're good.
Easy block, and then get it out from the back again. Although they're getting the high press again from Portugal, but they've gone long-ish. Yeah,
so we've not even thought about this, but really, does it go to extra time this, or is it straight to pens in this competition?
Yeah, extra time and pens, I believe.
Okay.
I think only Copa America so far has done straight to penalties, which, to be fair, I sort of like, because what they did were all the knockout games, Portugal on counter, knockout games, straight to pens. Ronaldo misses from
Ronaldo
2 yards out.
I tell you what, If it had been a year earlier, he probably gets there. It's a great ball across the box, and he touches it actually, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
It's almost a Gaza-esque against Scotland, which you probably won't know about, Jamie, but
I know about it. I just weren't alive.
You weren't alive. Oh, that's awful for me.
That's 10 years before.
I know, but oh no. Yeah, but he did actually touch it. He made contact, but if he'd have been there half a second sooner, it's a goal.
Yeah. That just shows Ronaldo's age.
Yeah, well, yeah. He can't have everything, can he? Here come Germany.
Corner.
And is it a corner?
Yeah.
They're not sure. Lino hadn't even signalled. They didn't know. They didn't have a clue.
Okay.
Cooler King says Portsmouth could be a surprise package next season. Looked pretty good at times. Yes, they did. Your pal Darren having a little pop at you on X. What?
Darren Smith.
He better not be.
Darren, they used to be accountant at United.
Wait till I see that boy. Am I on right X account for that?
Oh, it's given away softly by Portugal. Works on the wide. Loses it. Still got it though somehow. Plays it to the middle, edge of the box, chipped in, header.
Oh, nice chip, header.
Great header in.
What a goal.
Florian Wirtz. That is some header, that.
Oh, what a goal that is. Oh, I've got his home team. It's Germany, isn't it?
Well, Portugal are complaining probably about an offside, which will be checked inevitably. But I'm surprised Nick didn't try and put his head onto it with him being about 7 foot. But Wirtz isn't the biggest man in the world. He's quite short compared to most footballers. And he's started out on the left after they just nicked off Portugal. Drifted in, played it out wide, and then played a 1-2. Chipped back in, and then just headed it in. It's a great header. Bottom corner. Oh, it's Kimmich that played the chip in. It's a really good header, that. It's just literally popped in, boop, bottom corner. Bit like when, in fact, I'll not say what I was about to because it's a bit graphic. But yeah, very, very nice goal.
Ian, I can't see this. I can't see anything about.
I'll try and find it. So, Germany 1, Portugal 0.
Yes, and a very good goal as well.
Portugal.
A very good goal. There are protests. I haven't looked at the replay, so what, do we think there's anything in it, Jay?
If anything, it's an offside. Is that Mark Clattenburg?
No.
VAR is going to the monitor.
Oh.
So hang on. That must be like the Sousa offside then. If it's in fact, is it? Why are they going to the monitor for offside? What are they giving?
It's a goal. It's a goal. Of course it's a goal.
Well, I think it's one of the coaching staff from Portugal.
Roberto Martinez has got.
Is it Martinez? Right, fair enough. What even were they checking? Because usually, if it's offside, it's just the lines, so they don't usually do it. But he went to that monitor, so I don't understand. He were only there for about half a second and all.
Yeah, he weren't bothered, were he? He weren't bothered what was being said. Yes, become a mophead like me, says Maury. Got a feeling Michael Carrick will go to Leicester. I think Jamie should do another watch along, says Jamie.
Let's check the subs. Let's check him.
All right. Okay. Is that the? I get what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I get what you're doing. We're 20 away.
So
you got to remember, there's only 90 people in here watching. I say only. It's great to have 90 people watching, but that most of them are likely still subscribed. When we're doing watch alongs on a few different platforms, and we've had 2,000 in before, then not all of them will be subscribed. So that's what we're talking about. I still can't find this, and it's bugging me now that
apparently he's gone off Twitter, so I don't know what they're on about.
He's gone off Twitter.
Yeah, S24U forum, which are big fans of you.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they there's a headline saying Darren Smith not on X anymore. So who knows? And
No.
from some things, they're not the biggest fan of him, so we'll leave them to it.
It's each to their own, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, Jamie, I won't be allowing that, says Scott. Dublin Blade says, well, if you were driving a Porker, it'd be pointless talking about football with the hoofers from F6. A tattoo of a dumpling. That's the next one. That's the next live one.
I'll tell you what, I won't be against it.
Are you joking?
No.
You would get a tattoo of a dumpling?
Yeah, I'm not saying it'd be a big tattoo, like one across my chest or something, like a little one, like on the ankle. There's worse things to get, let's be right. I've seen a lot worse tattoos out there.
Yes, true. And it would be fitting. West Ham in for Ramsdale for 25 mil.
Out my idea, sorry. Ball in, great claim by whoever Tesagan.
How's he keep getting away with this? That's West Ham relegated if he goes there.
With lifesavers on it.
James is quality, says Maury. Yes, I will be interested. I'd be interested. Oh, in that, yeah, James is quality. That's the Wednesday till I die.
Yeah.
Good question, Luke. In terms of how they keep getting away with it. Chansiri says, Matt Kyle says, Chansiri working wonders. Keep up the good work. Yes, I completely agree. American Consortium wanting to buy him, and Chansiri says no. Yes, because I need a good laugh, so get Jordan's inbred relative on, says Dublin Blade. Joe says the situation with them lot is funny football-wise, but not for the staff who may struggle to pay the bills and put food on the table, all because this one man can't get his act together. Completely agree. And that's where I think we all agree.
I think I'm thinking it's March. No, I was going to say about the financial year potentially being the thing that makes him pay, but that's about 9 months away.
Yeah, it's a while off that. On one hand, Sheffielders are struggling and not being paid what they are. On the other hand,
they're not even Sheffielders, they're South Barnsleys.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Doesn't the girl from Shoreham Vlog work over there in S6? Ruth, I'm not sure where Ruth works, to be honest.
I work there, but I'm not from there, so if that means anything.
Do you actually work for Wednesday then?
No, but I work basically next door. So
yeah. So you're not affected, are you, directly?
No, thankfully not. I wouldn't even consider working in pigsty.
I've looked and can't find it. Ian gives a copy and paste. Help him out, Jamie. This is like trying to get my old man to send an email. I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there. Wow, that took a while to decide to check. I know. I've put a screenshot in the Platinum group. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Have a look at this. Let's have a look then.
We'll have a look then.
Next, they'll be taking Owl's podcasters for Guinness and shit. That's all right. That's not a pop. That's not a pop. No, that's not a pop. I don't think that's a pop. I think it's funny. Anything Darren said, to be fair, would be in jest. We're mates, as everybody knows, we're mates anyway. So I'm not offended by anything Darren says. This is why you're on, Jamie, just like Jord, who carries the show while Jim's on his phone. Yes. All co-hosts are expected to bring the professionalism. So thank you to everybody that does. What a ball from Kimmich. They were looking for a push on Diaz. Ah, right. It wasn't the offside. It was a push on Diaz, and there wasn't one. So goal allowed. He went to the monitor, and the decision wasn't overturned. That's not how VAR works. You're right, Tom. Who scored? Who was it that scored?
What?
Florian Wirtz, the £120 million man.
150 million.
150, yeah. They rejected 120, didn't they? I think, by the sound of it. Yeah. Jamie Dumpling should buy 10 subscribers next season's home shirt. What? Jamie Dumpling.
Not buying 10 people a United home shirt.
Why are you making the boy do that? You can't do that. That's not. And to be fair, we're still 20 away. It's not going to happen this stream. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Go on, Jamie lad, says Ben. On your bicep. You've got to get it on your bicep where it's the dumpling on your bicep.
There isn't a bicep on anywhere near
on your upper forearm. Cooler King says that Jamie has to sit with the pensioners and kids next
Oh
season.
my
No,
God,
that's his
Jesus.
worst nightmare. What?
Fernandez took an absolute strike out wide. They're showing it on replays now. Turned one man, hit it, literally narrowly misses it. And
Yeah, why are you watching?
claiming,
It's like we're doing a watch along or something. What's going on here?
I know. They're claiming for a corner. I don't know who it's hit or they're claiming to it, but it's a good hit.
Jamie, I want to know this. What did your mates think of your new nickname?
So they heard the nickname, but they didn't understand it. So when eventually they had it explained in the card, they were like, "You see, that makes sense now." They didn't really care apart from that much. They just
shock. We were all telling you that they wouldn't care. If they were decent lads, which they appear to be, they wouldn't care anyway.
They did ditch me the other day, so there's that. I won't go into too much detail, but yeah.
All right, okay. I'm sure they can.
Unintentionally, allegedly. But yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Home Funk says, have you heated the Yankee American owners? Have you heard the Yankee American owners interview on Radio Sheffield? Definitely Dozy Mabozy vibes by that interview. No, I've not heard it. So
I didn't realise it did.
The prospective American consortium, or a member of that consortium, was interviewed by Rob Staten on Radio Sheffield. I have not heard it.
Was it?
Because obviously it's the other side who I'm not bothered about, but I may get around to listening to it at some stage.
I thought he were on about ours. I was going to say that'd be a right. Good.
No, but Home Funk saying it's got Dozy vibes about it. I don't mind Dozy.
To be made here. So the yellow cards as well. It were Ruben Neves and Roberto Martinez that got bulked earlier because he gave out 2 yellow cards. The subs to be made. Vitinha's come on to replace Ruben Neves. Chico Conchico replaced Trincao.
Thank God he's gone off.
Nelson, no, he's the one that's on now.
Oh, no.
Nelson Semedo had replaced João Neves, so they've actually brought on a right back at right back, a bit like United, funnily enough.
Nice.
I think who's gone down here for Germany? It's Joshua Kimmich. He's being pushed to the ground and he's grabbing his nose. No idea why. He will push on his chest, but either way, looks like he's recovered within about half a second. And it's now a corner for Portugal. Whipped in, free header, and it's over.
Oh.
Ronaldo as well. Good header. Well, sorry. Good jump, good positioning, terrible header. Jesus Christ. He's about 2 foot off floor.
He's got some leap on him, hasn't he? Yeah. Incredible, Cristiano.
40.
Incredible. Right, where were we in the comments?
Making some subs here.
If Bruno weren't so much of a baby and stopped crying, he would be a good player, says Darryl. Yeah. Good shout, Cooler King. Get the kids dumpling. Get with the kids dumpling. Not get the kids. Get with the kids dumpling. Dozy Maboozy. Absolutely right. Home Funk, it was funny. Jamie, loved speaking to you on Ricky's channel, says LUFC Passion. Can I just say as well, I heard LUFC Passion come on Ricky's channel the other day. I thought you were really good, pal. Really enjoyed listening to you.
He knows his stuff. He's really good.
You don't have to be surprised. Fans from other teams can know this stuff as well, you know.
Well, we've had Connor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We've had Connor.
We've got to go.
That's the low bar to set into it for Leeds fans. But loved hearing you, LUFC Passion. And thank you for coming over here on a regular basis to support us as well. What's 500 quid, says Maury. What's 500 quid? If the 10... Oh, yeah, for the shirts. The 10 subs, if it's 50 quid each, if we've got 60 quid a shirt, that's 600 quid, half of most people's monthly wage. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect Jamie to put any of his own money down on anything, to be fair. It's just a fun offer that he's putting forward. I'm hoping Rob and Radio Sheffield did their due diligence on that wannabe Wednesday owner. Will look silly if it's just a blade putting on an accent. That's true. That's true. Oh, Dozy Maboozy. Darren was taking the mickey on Twitter earlier about the interview on Radio Sheffield with the American. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Portugal have a free kick in a dangerous position. I want to say about 5 or 10 yards outside the 18-yard box. And I'll read out the subs that Germany made. So, Maximilian Mittelstadt, the left back, goes off for Robin Grosens. Leroy Sané is subbed for Serge Gnabry. And Nick Waltemade, him that were, what do you call it now? About 7 foot, called the German Messi, to being swapped for Nicholas Fulkrug, who's now at West Ham.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good work, Jamie Dumpling. Good work, pal.
I'm going to leave temporarily, as the iPad I'm watching on is on 10%, so I will be back.
Unbelievable. You see, this is where you let yourself down. This is where you let yourself down.
Well,
Breaking off. George Motson has never broken off from one stream ever. In fact, I break off from streams and he carries the stream.
Well, blame Apple if you want to blame anyone. In fact, I'll wait for this Portugal attack to end, and then I will dip very quickly. Which just getting back by Germany.
Well
and it's
done.
a great clearance by Portugal. Portugal back on the attack now. Just trying to get it past him. They do somehow. Back in their own half. Plays it round the back. Trying to get a bit further up. Plays it out wide. I can't see who it is. Drives in forward. Takes a shot. Oh my God.
Oh, what a goal.
Wow. Who is that?
What a
I can't
goal.
even see who that is.
Number 26.
I can't even. I don't even know who 26 is. That is some goal. He's come off
the
the wing,
finish, that is.
drifted in, drove in like an absolute storm.
Raksak, yes.
Threw it in off the right, like Raksaki, but on his day, Perla into the corner. Summit. I don't actually know that. Oh, I'm not going to pronounce that name. It's him. Consciencio.
It's the sub that you couldn't pronounce his name.
Great. Thanks for that, mate.
Consciencio.
Well, that's one way to make your name heard. So
Even if not spoken,
Jesus.
it'll be heard. What a goal that is.
Oh my God. On that note, I will be back.
It's like a chipped curling shot. It's unbelievable. Really good.
I'll
Go on,
be
then
back.
you do what you need to do. What are you going to go have some tea or something?
I'll be back. I'm not dropping off.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can you believe I used to do these streams on my own? I don't know how. Thank you, says LUFC Passion. You're welcome, pal. Scott says he's still got the clip. I would expect nothing less. Like and subscribe and share the channel, please, and support the best Blades channel on the Tinterweb. Thank you, mate. Dublin Blade says, when they start supping false Guinnesses, hey, look at him there. Unbelievable. When they start supping false Guinness with the podcasters, then you know they're wrong uns. Podcast prospective owners, that is. I always think it's a good quality to be supping Guinness with local podcasters. Owen Funk says, saw you dumpling in the big Sainsbury's near the pigsty. I was going to say hi, but I was starstruck. Oh, I need to read that. I'm going to star that. Read it when he comes back. Dozy Mabuse, isn't she a judge on Strictly? Oh, nice, Maury. Yeah. I don't like Sheffield United, but I thought it was honest and fair. I thought you were honest and fair as well, pal. Jim. Oh, hang on. What's happening here? Someone's downloading. Oh, yeah, it's that from earlier. Jim, can't you see when I've removed a comment? What did you do there?
Whenever you press remove comment on YouTube, still appears on StreamYard. No idea why. I'm out of breath.
What have you been doing?
I ran to the car.
What for? Charger.
Yeah. Don't ask why it's in the car. Basically, I don't have one, usually, for an iPad. Portugal on it, cleared.
Are you okay there, mate?
Yeah, I'm out of breath.
Well, listen to this. Home Funk says, saw you dumpling in the big Sainsbury's near the pigsty. Was going to say hi, but I was starstruck. Up the
Oh my God, that's the right transmit. Portugal
how?
Dublin at the back. Killed in. No, it's not. It's blocked. And Germany come away here. Trying to play on the counter. And it's not a great clearance.
Yeah, so somebody was starstruck. They were going to say hello to you, but they were starstruck.
Yeah, that's basically where I work.
Yeah, up the dumplings, up the ramble, he says.
So, there you go.
Sonny says, Jimmy, where did you get those posters from behind you? Could do with some for the man cave. Where did I get these posters from, Jamie?
Marty Griet.
Marty Griet. Big cartel at martygriet.com. Absolutely brilliant. Make sure you put Blades Ramble at the checkout and you will get an exclusive Blades Ramble poster. It's not a poster of the Blades Ramble. It's a poster of a Sheffield United poster that you can't.
Fallen by Germany. Oh, he's
palmed away.
He didn't get a hold of the ball. Ball in again by Germany.
He's
And
mighty
he's
great, mate.
gonna
In fact, Sonny, you've given me a reason to plug it, so thank you for that. But I'll send you a link, pal. And
I love that
Blade
photo.
Rambling
of
at
Man
check out.
Mountain, by the way.
Say again, Jay.
I love the photo Sonny got with Man Mountain.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely legendary.
I think Marty Great just did some charity work as well with Rainbow Blades because I think they posted a.
He did.
Like
I was there.
Oh wait! Oh wow!
I was
is
there.
that?
It was at the Rainbow Blades Ball, and Marty Great had donated one of the. In fact,
Portugal here squares it. Ronaldo 2-1 Portugal. Right foot.
Right
In
foot
fact,
goal from Portugal. That's what we wanted.
Ronaldo 7. Can I have a picture with you? Get that banner down. So I now have Germany to have 4 more shots on target. I somehow had that in first half, and over 1.5 goals. I need Germany's goalkeeper to make 2 or more saves. Thanks for that, lad. 3.5 corners for the away team, I think.
What an absolute sickener. What an absolute sickener that is.
That is good.
It's not good. 2 lines have gone. I need a full house now, so I need all 3 of them.
I don't understand this. I've never done it.
I need 3 things to come in. Which is
VAR. Yeah.
Goal ending in 0, a yellow card ending in 1, and a red card.
2.5 cards. I need 1 more booking, please. So hang on. Let me try and listen in to what they're saying. I believe it'll be an offside for Ronaldo because he was quite far forward when it went in. Goal's given. Goal is given. Wait, hang on. Is it? He was onside. It's given. I'm interested to see how close this was. Because Nuno Mendes is on the left-hand side and he squared it basically to Ronaldo. Easy finish. Simple tapping. Ter Stegen couldn't do much more about it, to be fair. They're not showing the offside. But it's a tidy finish. Not much more to it. It's well done by Nuno Mendes, that.
Sonny, I've posted it in Platinum Group, pal. Cristiano Ronaldo, what a boy.
It's 2-1 Portugal. Well, I said it could be like that game where Germany have everything, Portugal have the goals. Like
you did, mate. LFC Passion says, I love this channel and Ricky. Thank you, mate. Thank you. My battery will be fully charged, Jimmy. That's because you're professional, Maury. That's because you're professional. It is on, says Tom. Goal, says Dublin Blade. Yes. Conceição, or whatever it's called.
Right, there we go. So I love your pronunciation.
Conceição. No, Maury says it's Cohen Chow. No, I'm not having that. It's Conceição, isn't it?
It's probably none of them.
Good play, Conscious Cow. He's doing big.
Conscious by Cow. Germany, headed away.
If we sign Dunn, do you think where do you think he plays? I'd like to see him on the right of a back 3, Basham style. I would, but I think he plays right back. Conceição's dad was my go-to right winger in LMA Manager 2002. Only proper Guinness is Dublin or grapes across from Fanny's in Sheffield, says Dublin. Blade, yeah. Come on, steady on. Conscious Cow, yeah, we like that. Very talented artist. Another goal. Conscious Cow.
On the offside. He is
onside.
Oh, it's about.
He's well onside.
He's quite onside by a decent distance.
Well onside. Sorry for shouting in your face. It's Jamie Dumpling on the cop at the Bristol match, Jamie, but I was starstruck, says Chris.
Didn't hear it, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
All good.
Yes, Ronaldo, says Maury. Are you going to do the celebration for us, Jamie?
Sue.
Oh, Sue. Sue? It's not Sue. It's you jump and you throw your arms back.
You should hear him when he went, when he were on Instagram Live, he went, Inshallah. Sue.
All right.
It were a weird one. He looked like he'd had a few at that point.
Just to clarify, Jimmy, I removed a comment and you still read it out. Yeah, okay. Well, we're struggling then, aren't we, Bright? If, like Jamie says, they stay on StreamYard because that's where I read them from and you're just deleting them from YouTube. I don't know how we can get around that, to be honest. But anyway, don't worry about that. Sue.
Good playing by Costa there after a decent bowling by Germany. More subs have been made. Waldemar Anton has been subbed out for Felix Nemeka, and Pavlovic has been subbed out for Kareem Adeyemi, who is
Nice.
Dortmund's left winger. He is good.
Jamie, you're a legend.
Really good.
Keeping us sort of on track. Love that. Maury says, I don't know, Jamie. Is it a goal? Don't know, Jeff. Ronaldo is rotten, now makes McBurney look mobile, and then he scores. That looked about 2 yards offside.
He were about 2 yards onside.
It was onside, well onside. Is there no VAR? Well offside. Maybe it's onside, lol, says Daryl. There you go. A goal gets scored in the 80th minute. Player complains about it in the 81st, gets booked and sent off in the 82nd. Full house is on, Jim. Let's hope so, pal. Sonny says, cheers, Jim. Are you taking offers on the sofa, pal? I can sort you out with a sofa guy, mate. If you want a sofa for your man cave, you sorted us out on this channel. I'll be able to get you a good deal, I reckon. KC sofas. Yeah, don't you worry. You speak to me. Isn't Conceição guy's dad Sergio Conceição, who managed FC Porto? I think it might be.
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, you can't say it, but you've heard it, haven't you?
Yeah.
To be honest, you couldn't read it from how it read.
No.
You know it how it's said now, so we're a bit better at it.
Update on my bets, by the way. So the 5 I had, 2 coming. My 30p has gone to a cash out of 14 pence.
Oh.
So, we are now in a negative 16 pence. So happy days.
Yeah.
And what I need currently is another card being brought out. I need 4 corners. The away team, I think that's a terrible one because I did it like it were a popular one. I don't know how many corners are on for either side, and I need Ter Stegen to make 2 or more saves. So thank you, Ter Stegen. You've been a brick wall today from the looks of things.
Yeah, he's done well. Done really well.
Who, Ter Stegen?
Yeah.
He's not made 2 or more saves yet.
Has he not?
No, apparently
with
not.
all the action that's been going back and forth, he hasn't made 2
Well,
or more
remember,
saves.
Portugal chances, most of them went over bar.
True.
So they've not been very clinical, and when they have been, they've scored. In fact, how many? They've had 3 shots on target. Germany have had.
Some might say 5. That proves that I've not been really watching second half, but
Portugal here out wide, and it's just completely straight to Germany. It's a poor clearance though, straight back to Portugal. Just 1-2 it with Conceição. Portugal go all the way back to the halfway line, still on the full press from Germany, and they somehow keep hold of it, and it's foul for Portugal. Germany give away a free kick in about the halfway line. Tell you what, international football, I think I'll watch these again over England.
Honestly, really good. Really good.
I think that just shows how low our expectations are, to be fair.
Well, I just didn't know how interesting. It wasn't necessarily that I didn't think I'd, it's just that I've no direct link to either team. So what is the reason to enjoy it? But the game has been so entertaining.
Yeah. It's like how PSG have played all season.
Here from Portugal again. On right hand side. Be a great result for Portugal, this.
Oh yeah. Well, they'd go through to the next round, so
final.
Yeah, definitely final.
But it's just unbelievable.
Portugal gave it away easily. Germany on counter, but the long ball has just gone straight back to Portugal. Although someone's coming out of nowhere just to try and get it. And it ended up with Costa. Portugal back on it, trying to build out from the back. The utter woke nonsense way. Get it long, lads.
Utter woke nonsense.
Sean Dyche ball, I say. That's how England beat whoever it were to get Bellingham.
Whoever it were.
Bellingham, the overhead kick in the World Cup. No, the Euros. There we go. Long ball. Thank you very much. And it's straight to Port. No, it's you. Oh, hang on. They are.
Oh, it looked like a bit of a dodgy short back pass, that, didn't it?
Long ball, lads. That's all you hear in the COP, by the way, from people of the older generations. Get it long, stop passing around from back.
Get it long.
Should have heard Sean Dyche saying it on commentary and all for Champions League as well. No, FA Cup final when Palace went long and he said, that's proper football. I don't know why they chose Sean Dyche for commentary. Here comes Germany on the sort of trying to play around the edge of the box. Not really trying to make an injection into that box. Again, you're still playing it round the back. Although they've got it wide here. Gnabry, ball in. Cleared.
Oh, well cleared.
Germany still have it here, though. It's sort of just on the halfway line with them. I think only Ronaldo's really one push them up. But Portugal look to go to a 4-2. Oh, they're still with 4-2-3-1, but they're a lot deeper at the minute, trying to hold on to that lead. And can you hardly blame them? This is one of the best sides in Europe at the minute. And they've somehow beaten Germany's press, Portugal, and they're on the counter again. Adeyemi, the left winger, is now playing at left back. Portugal just trying to play around. They've still got it in, playing very well with it. Not really trying to play anything too ambitious, but still being a bit, just to try and keep all that ball, not to give it back to Germany. Do you want to carry on with the comments just while we've got a minute?
Yeah, I can do, mate. Ben D says, my first match I went to was seeing Ronaldo miss that sitter against us. Home Funk says, I thought, thoughts on the Juan Cough rumour, Dumpling, another AI sign.
Portugal squared it and it's just ended up to Germany's, one of the German defenders, and it's cleared out for a throw-in. I think Kimmich got to it. He's had an absolute blinder today.
Yeah, he has. Would they deliver a sofa to Reading? I'm sure they would. They've got different places all over. I think they've got to like a regional company, to be honest. So possibly, yes, at the local champions. Come on, Brian.
Portugal did it away very easily after a throw-in within about 2 seconds, and it's back to Germany, who play it long to Fulkrug, who's a proper number 9. Plays it to, I think he tried to play it towards, but he got dispossessed, and now Portugal again. Have the ball, just trying to keep the ball. Really, that's about it.
Proper game this, though, says Home Funk. Everyone has slagged off the Nations League, but it's been a good addition to international football. I think so. It's better than boring friendlies that just don't mean anything.
Got San Marino their first in competitive win in their history, and got them promoted to the division above.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it did.
Which is weird.
Evening, Jim. Are you well? Yes, I'm good, thank you, mate. Hope you are too.
Booking! Germany got booking! Yes!
Hey. Go on then.
Jonathan Carter, probably about a good 10, 15 yards outside the 18-yard box. You'd imagine Ronaldo be putting his name straight on this to try and have a pop. Update.
Get it forward, Jamie, as it's said in a Sheffield accent. Absolutely right.
Get long.
Get it forward.
And for some reason, someone's conscious now is having nitrogen from the looks of things sprayed on his
spray, I think, innit? Cold, like numbing spray.
That or deodorant can.
Odds on Ronaldo over the bar, 100 to 1 on.
I think you should narrow that down a bit. His problem. Oh, he's not even taking it.
Bruno.
Well, Hugo has left. Come on, update. Update unnamed betting brand. I'll leave it. He's played it short, out wide to him. Ball in.
Out. Deep.
Good header back across, and it's straight to Sagan, who needs to make another save. Please.
Does that class as a save? Collecting from across? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Save. Only needs to make 2 today, and he's only made 1 in 80 minutes of football so far.
Cause I don't believe you anymore.
Germany, ball in, and it's cleared by Portugal. I apologise for not my name with Portuguese players. I do know some of them. I just can't see. Portugal on the counter after a very long ball. Him on the wing, cutting on his left.
Oh, I thought he'd scored.
That is
That is Closer Than Close. As I can't remember who sang that.
Ooh,
Closer Than Close.
just
Closer than
absolutely.
you ever can imagine.
As much power as
Close.
you can,
Something
and it's
like that.
wide. It's not an awful effort, but it's wider than I thought originally. I think I'm in front, so again, I'm going to pause.
Rosie Gaines sang that. I've never got that.
Germany on the attack again, though. Someone's gone down here for them. Plays in the middle. Adeyemi out wide.
He's
He's
at
hit
the
the post.
Sam McCallum, it's the post for Germany.
It is not a bad effort on his weak foot as well. Near post and everything.
Closer Than Close. What a tune, says Maury. That's right. It shows you are 43, really. I reckon it ends this scoreline, says Tom. Yeah, I think you're probably right, mate.
I don't want it to. I need more. I need more.
Liam Moore. Is that what you need?
Gonkar. Oh no, Jota's coming on for number 20, whoever that is. Neto. So Jota
Pedro Neto.
Right, well, apparently them over 2.5 cards hasn't counted because they didn't count it for Roberto Martinez. So I need another. And my cash out has now gone to 9 pence.
Nice. Nine pence.
Yeah, I know. A good. Oh, cash out's unavailable now. Great. Well, that was a nice 30p spent. How's yours looking?
Not great, mate. I've just checked mine as well.
You need what? A red card.
Need a red. Mine's gone, I think.
Oh, hang on. Scrapping here. You'll love to see it.
Oh, it might get me a red card. Oh, no, it's a yellow.
Yes. Yes. Get in there. Another one. Fernandez. He's scrapping with Fulcrum. So that'll be, you'll see that for relegation scrap next season when it's Man United versus West Ham. No idea what's kicked it off, but either way, it's happened. Yes, the 2.5 cards are in. It's not letting me cash out anymore. So I need, how many corners are there?
So the cash out has gone, has it? It's not like reignited.
Oh, yeah,
since that yellow card.
it is gone. So corners, I need one more corner from Portugal, and I need another save from Ter Stegen. So we've got probably about 10 minutes left. So ideally, ball goes out for a Portugal corner, headed, and Ter Stegen makes a great save to just keep it out. That's ideal.
Brian says Conceição being known as him. It's funny. Sam McCallum, Alessandro, thank you for laughing at my joke. That's what we're on about, Liam. That's what we're on about. Maury, I mean. Oops, name reveal. They're playing rugby now. Look like a scrum, says Tom. Handbags and glad rags happening now on the pitch. Go on then, Jamie. Sing a bit of handbags and glad rags.
No.
You attempted then. I saw your face.
Oh, I were. Tell you what, I'll sing handbags and glad rags or whatever it's called if we get to 2,100 subs.
We're not gonna get it, mate. There's not enough people in here who aren't sub.
I guess you have to miss it. So
sixpence for sake.
Long ball, Portugal. Some
120 blackbirds in a cake. Bake them all in a pie. Told you miss school today. So what I suggest you just throw them all away. The handbags and the glad rags that your poor old granddad had to sweat to buy you. Question for you, Jamie Dumpling. What stereophonics version of that song was the theme tune to which famous sitcom? I'm going to call it a sitcom. Comedy series.
Can we get an era it came out?
Around the time, in fact, before you were born. Ridiculous thing to say out loud.
And is it that
stereophonic?
It's
sort of a sitcom. It's a comedy like docu-series. That's all you're getting. It's too much of a thing.
Is it that stereophonic song?
Yes.
I'm going to guess Portugal give away super foully. I don't know what they're doing now. Semedo. I'm going to guess. What's his name? Ricky Gervais, mate. Travels the world, wherever it is.
Carl Pilkington.
There we go. That's the one when he travels the world with him that played Ewok in Star Wars. Is it Warwick Davis? Yeah, when they went to China.
You were closer, actually. You were close. I thought you were going to get it at first because I thought you read the comments. It is The Office.
I'm full screen here, so
it is The Office.
I've never watched The Office. So.
You've never watched the UK Office?
No. In my defence, I've not watched the US one fully either. So,
well,
balances itself out.
Well, the Office, the UK version of The Office, is one of the funniest things I have ever watched.
I've heard. Don't worry, I've heard.
Absolutely incredible television. The US version starts off, and it is an absolute word for word.
I've seen that one.
Robbery of the UK version, but then it goes on for about 9 more seasons, so it obviously creates its own fresh content. So
to be fair, it's not as bad as the US in between, as that is a disgrace.
They should never have even been made, to be honest.
How have we gone from Germany, Portugal to The Office?
Oh, welcome to the watch-alongs, pal. Me and George get onto this sort of stuff all the time. I'm surprised Will Sockett's not here, actually. He's usually steering some of the topics that we talk about, baking and things like that. So The Office English version, says Maury. Yeah, he's well old enough to remember that. 50, early 50s, I think Maury is now, isn't he? So can't comment. Busy creating 30 new accounts, so Jamie has to sing, says Ian. Yeah, good with that. Good with that. Bryce says Jimmy sings The Office with Ricky Gervais. Absolutely right. Dublin Blaze says, Jimmy, can you whistle? Because you can't sing. Can't do either properly, to be honest.
Ronaldo here. Left-hand side of the box. Goes round one.
Nice.
Plays it. Fernandez. Save.
Whoa,
save.
what a double save that is.
Be bet. Corner, please. Corner. It was a great double save. That.
Jamie.
Please gamble responsibly.
Keeps Germany in it with 2 minutes to go, or less than, of normal time.
That is a great save. Oh, him goes round it, swears it, and it is cleared very well by Germany.
Tell you what. It's amazing, says Maury. There you go. Chris Finch, bloody good rep. Yeah, oh, yes. We've done this way too late in stream. We should have been having Office quotes in the comments from the start. So tomorrow, I want everybody in this chat room, there's 75 people here, I want everybody to join myself and Jordan Motson tomorrow for Spain versus France. We will be here, same time, 7:45, to watch this game. And I want Office comments from the lawyer.
To be fair, that probably will be
rep.
as good of a game as this one. So
I think so too. English version, yes. American version, no. You preferred Rid Stewart's version? I don't know who he is. I think you might be wrong.
Again. I can not lose my money. Shall I do it?
Hope you're gambling responsibly, Jamie. That 30p.
30p, very responsible. Ronaldo's just come off for João Paulinho, so that says how defensive Portugal are going here.
Tom, not from, says he's not seen The Office either. I'm very disappointed, I have to say.
Go older, Tom. You should have done.
Ian, why haven't you got your spanner in on here, mate? Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't think because there's an anomaly with Ian's. We can't get his username right to become a mod on Behind the Ramble for some reason. It took us ages to get it sorted on the Blades Ramble. I will be ever present, says Maury. That's good to see. Who printed this out for Joan? Who printed this out for Joan?
Have you got notes for this game?
As if, mate. As if. That is my updated to-do list, which includes sort the emails from the accountant.
5 minutes at a time, by the way.
Put a reminder into Chase Lehman Dave's ticket. That's his birthday present because they haven't got back to me yet. Update the caravan accounts. Printify. Download the zone. Save sponsorship spreadsheet. So loads of stuff, mate. Loads of stuff. Upload taxi video.
You've got an accountant.
I've got an accountant. Of course I've got an accountant. I'm self-employed now, mate. If I don't get an accountant, then I go to prison.
Could do yourself. There is that option.
You don't know me very well, do you? Ian says there's good news and bad news. What do you want first? Give us both,
Well,
mate.
one of the news is that Germany have a corner in the 91st minute, 92nd minute, with about 4 minutes to go. So,
did you have the misfortune to watch the American version of Shameless? No. American Shameless.
I'm only about halfway through the UK one.
Right. Corner to Germany. We are 2 minutes into injury time, 2 minutes into the 5. Outswinging corner about to come in. I think this is the first bit of commentary I've done all second half. Outswinging corner over everybody, and it's out.
That was terrible.
That was awful.
Oh, hang on. There may be a foul in there, probably for the defending team, as it's always given there.
No.
My 30p cash out, which would have mean I made 0 loss, has now gone to 15 pence, so a 15p loss. So I'm not cashing out because I'm not that arse, but I need a corner for Portugal, please.
Luke says, do you want Ollie Mack back, lads? Think if we do get him, that means Brewster will leave. I think Brewster's gone already, to be fair, mate. Jamie, do you want Ollie Mack back very quickly?
I'll have him because it means Ryan O'Neill can go on loan and he needs a low move.
I think he'll go to Liverpool. Office is absolutely classic. Assistant regional manager, assistant to the regional manager. Absolutely right. I want Aladdin, the Aladdin news, and that's a dictator reference in case you haven't seen. No, I haven't seen it, pal. The good news is I've been promoted. Yes, Ian, congratulations.
Oh my God, Portugal, that is terrible.
Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
They've just, on counter, passed it straight to Stegen. No idea why. But they're going again. They've somehow won it. I've not seen how they've won it. But they're going again.
I should be watching this in the dying minutes, which I am. But under weaknesses, you've put eczema. Under strengths, you've put accounts. But that's your job.
What? Oh, he's just gone round someone very well. It wide. Oh, it's a terrible clearance.
Portugal over the bar. Is that a corner? That's a corner for Portugal.
He's won a quid.
Does that mean your bet's come in? Yes. Good lad. He's won a quid, everybody. From a 30p bet, he's won a quid. That's it. So that's now, forget whether we hit the sub target or not. Jamie's buying everybody 10 subscribers a home shirt next season. He is quids in, that boy. Like David, Rod Stewart version, think the original's great. It's the original. It certainly is, Ray. Great watch, by the way. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, mate. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. I've got to say from Africans. I talk a lot, so I've just learned to chew myself out. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Office reference, Jimmy. Oh, of course. Oh, sorry. Oh, I cannot believe I've done that, Ian.
Oh, you've fallen for that.
There's some good news and there's some bad news. The good news is I've been promoted. Well, that's not good news at all. It's just some bad news and some irrelevant news. Oh, God.
Don't I? Bernardo Silva is about 40 yards offside, if that is him, on the cat. Portugal, great save by Stegen.
Another save.
Cleared wide and
full time.
It. Wow.
Full time. Germany are out. Portugal are through to the final. It's not the last time we will see Germany, to be fair, because we will be doing the third place playoff.
God, that is depressing, that game, I bet. No one will want to play that game.
I don't know where it's on, actually. I don't know where it's on. And I can't remember who I've said I'll do it with. Might be Jord. I don't know if we're going to pay for it, if I'm honest.
It's doing overtime for you, Jord, now.
Jord's a top man. He's lead commentator.
It's on Sunday, 8th of June at 2 p.m. And it's not announced what channel it's on.
Yes, it's not been announced yet, has it?
No, but it will be Germany versus either Spain or Portugal.
Quid singular. Yes, quid singular.
That's
right, guys. Profit, all profit. 70p in the green. Go and get the guitar. Says Paolo. You won't get any of these, will you, pal? You might get that bit, surely.
I know that he plays the guitar. That's about it.
Great show, guys. Thanks. Up the blades. The David Brent film is class as well. Yeah, it is good. So no buying shirts. No, sorry, Gaz. He won't be buying us any shirts. It's not Ashton Kutcher. It's Kevin Malone. Don't know that. Don't know that reference. The David Brent dance. Absolutely right. Great watch along, guys, says Dave. Thank you,
Are
mate.
you going to do a David Brent dance?
If you want. If you really want me to, yeah. No danger with doing it like that. Has anyone seen Bo Selector? Yes. Do you remember Bo Selector, Jamie? That's got to be before your time as well.
I've seen it recently. It's
Recently?
aged well.
It's not aged. I bet it hasn't aged well, to be
No.
fair. Bo
Craig
Selector.
David Pot especially.
Bo
really
Selector. Oh, come on, Kez. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. Life is just a series of peaks and troughs, and you don't know whether you're in a trough until you're climbing out or a peak until you're coming down. And that's it. You know, you never know what's around the corner. That's on The Office, isn't it? But that's more of a poignant moment, I think, isn't it? How do? It's Mel B. Yes. Me grapes. Are we doing the final, Jimmy? Yes, we're doing the final. No, Gaz, we're doing the third place playoff. That's what it was. You're doing the afternoon one, aren't you, with me? I think George's down to do the final.
Doing the third place playoff.
So, yes, I think it's Gaz doing the third place playoff. So, I will get a forensic analysis from a referee, which you weren't able to give me tonight, Jamie, but you have done a splendid job, mate, I have to say.
Thank you very much.
Slough's a big place. There's Reading, Aldershot, Bracknell, got Didcot, Yateley, you know, Winnersh. Cooler King, I want an honest reflection on whether you had to Google those places to get the quote right. Well, I have to say that was a very enjoyable game and an excellent debut on the watch along, Jamie. Absolutely right. Have you enjoyed it, pal?
I've loved it.
How have you found it, honestly? Were it all right? Did you enjoy it? Been good?
Take headphones out. Yeah, it's been good. I really enjoyed it. It gave me a reason to actually watch the game. And I'm glad I watched it as well because it was a good game. If I weren't doing this, I probably weren't watching it. And I'm glad I watched it as well because it was a right game.
I'm glad you watched it as well, mate.
I won 70p. Come on.
So would you be against coming on a watch along again, or would you fancy a watch along again?
I'm up for it, yeah.
Good lad. Good lad. Right. You are on the list now. You've made it onto the list. Final is on ITV on Sunday. I know the final's available there. We'll do third place anyway. If I've said to Gaz we'll do it, I couldn't remember who in which order, but I'm keen to do a watch along with everybody that I've said I will do. So can't get away with that nowadays on Bo Selector. Crab paste.
Yeah.
No, you can't, Maury. You can't. You're right. Quality today, Jamie. There you go. Getting some love in the comments already. Love that. Bracknell didn't know Steve had a place in Slough. I'd like to escape up her tunnel. Get out. I'd like to escape up her tunnel. Get out. I will not have her tunnel banded around in this office willy-nilly. Bedtime. Well, bedtime with the bear. No, thanks. I didn't find that funny, the bear. Didn't find it funny. I've seen it 1,000 times, Jim. Know it off by heart. Fair dues, mate. Fair dues. Ray says, great debut, Jimmy. Jamie, not Jimmy. I've been on a fair few times. Great debut, Jamie. Love that. Good game. Excellent watch along. Have a good evening, all. An excellent debut by the young whippersnapper. There you go. Look at that, Jamie. You may be the future of Behind the Ramble commentary. You never know. When George decides to retire and hang up that microphone, you might be the man to step into his shoes. So, Jamie, thank you so much for joining me tonight, mate. It's very much appreciated.
Well, we're forgetting two things, actually. Match day scan-ish and the dumpling man of the match.
Go for it. Sorry, mate. Go on then. Match day scran, how was that?
So, the bag of sweets, still haven't finished them because I'm not that hungry, to be fair. But
I do like the heartthrobs, the Haribo heartthrobs. The hearts are one of my favourites.
Oh, no. These are the second key to my heart behind ones that I can only get in Turkey, seemingly. Annoyingly as well.
Right, okay.
The strobes, 8 out of 10. The hearts, 7.5 out of 10. Very like them both.
You're wrong.
I've got a sweet tooth. Dumpling man of the match. To say he conceded the 2 goals, I'm going to go Joshua Kimmich. It could also have been Diogo Costa for Portugal.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go Costa.
Honestly,
Costa.
I'm only going for Kimmich because it could have been about 4 without him.
Yeah, he played well.
Blinder.
Played really well.
Really good game. So, Kimmich, well done. I'm sure you're definitely seeing this in Germany.
It will be. It will be. In fact, I've heard he's tuning in straight away after the game to see what we've been saying about him. So,
yeah.
You have done well, young Dumpling, says Cooler King. Great watch along, Jimmy and debutant Jamie Dumpling, says Maury. That's a lot to live up to, Maury, on the 16th against for Chelsea against LA Galaxy. Him, guy mine. Marty, look at me on my scooter. Oh, no, that's terrible. Terrible. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow on the Blades Ramble. We have got the 10-minute transfers returns at 10 o'clock. We're doing these every day, every weekday at 10 o'clock. We're doing 10-minute transfers, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Burrow's replacement. We're talking about young Harley Mills and whether, is it Mills? I think that's his name. I forgot now. And whether he is a replacement for Harrison Burrows.
Why have you even brought up Burrows leaving? That you shouldn't even be going there.
It's what we're talking about, what is current, mate, and what's being talked about. And then tomorrow night, back on Behind the Ramble for all your David Brent and UK office talk. We are here to watch Spain versus France in the other semi-final. Join myself and the man on the mic, Jordan Motson, for that. We will be playing match bingo again, and I will no doubt be losing more money since other people keep winning it instead of me. Last couple of comments were the final is on ITV on Sunday night. Know that, pal? It's just when the third place is that I need to find out. Big T says, just walked in, missed everything tonight. I've got to plan my life better so I can see things live. No problem, pal. Nice that you've joined us even at the final bells. His man of the match was Conceição, but he can't say it, says Brian. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to go Kimmich because I can say his name quite easily. Jamie, last words with you, pal.
Up the dumpling, tuning for Jamie's match day grand coming in season 2025-26. That's official now. It's been negotiated. We're happening.
Nice. No, it's been negotiated since our recent conversation 10 minutes ago.
It was while I was getting the charger. It happened.
Right. Okay. Fair dues. That's good. That I'm pleased that those negotiations have been finalised.
Yeah.
So you know how we finished, don't you? Do you want to do the exit?
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and best of all, up the blades.
We'll go with that. It's usually
Behind the Ramble. I think we'll say
it's come on, you red and white wizard.
Yeah. No problem. I've been watching too long not to say. Come on, you red and white wizards. Up the blades.
Yeah.